Welcome in to the live draft spectacular. We are running a little bit behind schedule right now. Sorry about that. Everybody should be getting in here soon. We got Dre and Tay on the way. Let's go ahead and pull up the draft order. Running a little bit behind schedule right now, but we got day jobs. What can I say, people? So, we got Tennessee on the clock right now, 5 minutes left. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, people? What are we thinking? Cam Ward. NFL comparison, Patrick Mahomes. I don't know about all that. Let's see if we can do it like this. Nope, that's not it. Yep. There we go. Draft order is back up. I will update the ticker as we get along and get going. But right now, we got pick is in. Tennessee Titans. Pick is in. Turn on the AC. It's a little hot over here. Cam Ward waiting in the green room. Get his name called. Is it going to be Cam? I wonder. I'm pretty sure you already got the phone call. He looks like he's already about to start crying. Good for him. I just don't know if you want to put the pressure of taking Cam Ward and putting the pressure of comparing him to Patrick Mahomes right off rip. You know, that's just me. I got to turn off notifications as well because I don't want any spoilers because Twitter goes crazy. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us today as well. Like, comment, share. It's priceless. Really appreciate it. Let me just get my peoples in here. Okay, and we got a trade alert. The Browns are trading number 2 overall pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh my goodness. We have a trade. The Browns are trading. Jaguars have agreed to a blockbuster trade to give Jacksonville the number 2 overall pick while Cleveland gets number 5 and a massive haul to help now in the future. What do we got here? Welcome in, Dre.
I'm in. Oh.
We got a trade. Cam Ward, number 1, and we got a trade. The Browns are trading number 2 overall pick to the Jaguars for the 5th overall pick and more draft capital.
So the Jags are moving up to 2?
Jags are moving up to 2, boys. I got the draft order right here. Let me update the ticker. Cam Ward going 1.
Wow. I really didn't see them picking Cam.
Now we got a trade. We have a trade.
Nuts.
Tay should be joining us soon as well. Welcome in, Dre. Welcome in. I didn't give you a proper introduction. I got a dog's going crazy real quick. Carry us real quick, Dre.
What do we got? Oh, well, that's just striking. I didn't have anybody moving up to 2. I like what Jacksonville's doing here, but are they doing it? They have to be doing it for Hunter, right? Oh, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, I'm listening to the 4th round pick, 2nd round pick.
I am back.
Wow.
We have ourselves a trade as I get this the ticker updated. Go ahead and share the live if you're joining us. It's much appreciated. It's priceless. Really appreciate it. All the love we've been getting.
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns. Okay, Cam. So who do you think the Jaguars are going to take with 2? What do we do here?
It has to be Hunter.
Genty.
No.
Because what if they heard that the Giants are going to take Genty at 3?
No.
Because why would they trade up? Abdul Carter?
No, they have plenty of people on the line.
That's right. They have Hines, Allen, and Trayvon Walker.
Well, here
Option.
we'll have plenty of time to talk about this trade in just a second. How about Cam Ward to Tennessee? How do we feel? How do we feel?
We've been pretty much have known this for about like a couple months now. I think if I'm Tennessee, you got your quarterback now, and now I feel like they actually have one of the better offensive lines in the NFL. I would say it just hasn't really panned out because you had Mayonnaise Will throwing the ball. But aside from that, I'm not really the biggest Cam lover. Like I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm not the biggest lover of any of these quarterbacks in this draft class. I think they're not. I don't think they should, especially if you're going to Tennessee. You know, I think you should be worried if you're Cam Ward. But it's gonna be fun. I just don't. They like I was telling the people earlier. They compared him to Patrick Mahomes. You can't do that off rip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't do that and then say he would. So I just don't get the evaluators, you know, because truly you got somebody saying that, maybe highly respected, and then you have other people saying he'd be the 5th, 6th quarterback in last year's class taken. So that ain't no Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion. You know?
Right. Yeah,
so.
Exactly. I'm just really.
I like his demeanor, and I like the way he plays, and so if it translates to the NFL, if he's got a strong enough arm, if he's mobile enough, those things are all going to play, and he shouldn't be bad. If anything, it's more on Tennessee building up a little bit of a giant around him.
Dre.
Huh?
So I'd give the Cam Ward grade probably an A, just because they need a quarterback. So I just want to start running some scenarios by you. Patriots take Genty at 3. Ramondre wasn't a part of Vrabel's not Ramondre isn't Vrabel's guy, you know. There's 3 blue chips in this draft: Hunter, Carter, and Genty. Genty's a 3-down back. So low to the ground too. I think he's. I just really don't want no hate to Will Campbell, but I'm not the biggest believer in you shouldn't take a left tackle if you don't see him being your left tackle for the next 15 years. And then what happens if after this year 1 you see you realize that he may be better as a left guard, you know? So I'm just not the biggest fan of taking a left tackle at 4 if you're New England this high, especially if he's not one that you can see being like a Pace, Orlando Pace, Joe Thomas or whatever.
Yeah, I thought the Patriots were going to trade back, so I don't think they're going to go tackle at 4. I think they'll go tackle at 9, where I think they're trading to. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I want to see what now it's all about. Pick is in too. It's all about what Florida does here. And I'm sorry.
Real quick, predictions. What do you think Jaguars do right here?
Like I said, I think it has to be Hunter. You go
Hunter. Pair him with fucking Brian Thomas Jr.
Pair him with Thomas Jr. Give him a little action in the offensive game, and then that gives them something vicious on the defensive end with Trayvon Walker and Jonathan Hines Allen, right?
Yeah, we should get synced up. What are you at right now? I'm at Hunter in the green room.
Yep, pink.
Yep.
Coat on.
I just want to make sure we're all on the same frequency. Good for him. This is what it's looking like it's
Florida.
Hunter. Huh? From every time they kind of pan in and you saw Travis Hunter kind of he looked a little excited. So I want to say they're going to go Hunter here. What do you think that does for the Giants? No, we'll get there. We'll get there. I actually do want to talk about Travis Hunter real quick. Full-time cornerback or full-time receiver?
He already said, don't draft me if you don't plan on letting me play both positions. So,
and what do we got over there? We got a new head coach in Liam Cohen, old Buccaneers offensive coordinator. I can see him doing some creative things with them.
So hear me out. If they grab Hunter and it works, and they see some success next year with BTJ, Trevor Lawrence, you got Hunter, you got some generational talent right over there. At that point, at least what is supposed to be, right? So, I love what they're about to do here, depending on what they pick. But the only thing that scares the ever living crap out of me, they moved up 3 spots. So if Hunter isn't the guy or Carter isn't the guy,
no, it looks like it's going to be Travis Hunter. But
they gave away a second this year and a first next year, and they're probably not going to be great.
You never know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. It's just all about positioning. You know, the Browns, like this was a rumor that I was hearing all day today, was that the Jaguars are looking to make a move in tonight's draft, and not surprised that they moved up to get Travis Hunter here.
Here, who best represents greatness and compassion, both on and off the field.
I'm gonna have to turn that down a little bit, brother.
Oh, sorry.
Before we get striked. Yeah, but what do you? Yeah, I wondered. Trevor Lawrence Prove It year coming up.
I joined at the perfect time. Oh my God, we got a trade.
Apology, guys. We have day jobs. Got off, ran a little behind schedule, but we're here now, and we appreciate you guys for tuning in, hanging with us. We're going to be here for 32 picks is the plan, but hey, life happens. We may have to cut out a little early. But if whatever we don't cover, we will cover in Sunday's pod. Go ahead and check out that NBA playoff preview we've been putting out. Some real good nuggets in there. No Denver, because they might lose in 6. Could be 7, though. We'll talk about that on Sunday. Who is that? Is that Eric Armstead?
Yep. Come on, just make the pick already.
Fuck's sake.
Damn.
I got to turn off Twitter. Yeah, the Browns received the 5th pick, 36th overall pick, and 126 and 2026 first rounder. Okay, so
it's Travis, baby. It's Travis.
Good for him.
Woo! Okay, so like I say, I love it. I love it. If you have the chance to go get that guy and you believe he is all that in a bag of chips, you have to do it. You have to move up the 3 spots, but it is harsh. If it doesn't catapult them to some like instant success like next year, it's gonna be harsh.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
updating like building up the roster over the next few years again.
Updating the,
especially with a new coach and everything. Liam, like, you're kind of putting all your chips into a basket. Like, Trevor's gonna be due up for a contract if he hasn't already gotten re-upped.
I think he did.
Okay. Well, you got BTJ.
No, I don't think they're done making moves as far as like maybe building on the offense. Like, they're obviously going to hang on to ETN one more year. They probably take Bigsby.
How can you not? By the way, how can you not like Travis Hunter?
Like, yeah, I'm pretty pissed. You know, I wanted New England to get him.
Yeah, that's fair.
But keep an eye on Jameson Williams, possibly. I've been hearing a lot of that too.
But not even just the player, the person, dude. He's filthy.
Yeah, he's a dope kid.
That's what
I think. Like a schoolyard kid, you know what I mean? Just like a kid at recess.
Yes, and it's part of what why people think like.
Yeah, like fuck him, man. Like he does a good job of doing that. Not like no weirdness, no homo. It was just, like he just like blocks out the haters. Sorry, can't see you. Too busy blocking out the haters. You know,
yeah,
he does a good job at that.
He doesn't do too much, but he has his own swagger about him. Like, I love it.
Yeah, pajama pants at a fucking courtside game. Like, come on now. I was gonna say, while we're on the topic of Travis Hunter, can we talk about welcome in Tay? Welcome in Tay. Welcome in Tay.
My bad. Technical.
No, you're good. You're good. We were running behind schedule. Explain to the people we got day jobs.
Yes,
pleasure to join us. So far, did you see that big trade? Jacksonville moved up to 2.
Dude, I think that shocked a lot of us. Shocked a lot of us.
Real quick, give us your thoughts on Cam Ward to Tennessee and Travis Hunter to the Jaguars.
I think it's great fits for both of them. You know, we got Cam Ward very poised in the pocket. Tennessee definitely needs a calm quarterback right now. So I think he's going to do great things with Tennessee. Now, it's not going to be this year. It might not be next year, but it might be the thrice year. So I think he's going to be great fit in Tennessee, and excited what the young man does. Travis Hunter, this is better than the Browns. So he should be happy.
Yeah.
He should be real happy. So I think he's gonna go there. If they haven't already, I think they're talking about Ramsey probably getting shipped off too. From over there. So it will be great fit. So I like where the draft is heading.
Yep.
So pick is
Go ahead,
in
Drake.
here. I was
Yeah.
just gonna say the Giants. I don't know how they skip out on Carter at this point unless they were to go
Genty, bro.
QB.
Genty. I'm telling you,
Uh,
Genty.
I think so, right? To the Giants.
You have to. They like Tracy, but I don't know. Why go Carter? You don't need a defensive lineman. That's like literally the one position they do not need.
No, I know they
Yeah,
were
they
thinking
do
about
have
moving
their staff.
moving Kayvon Thibodeau though if they make the pick.
That's
for
all smoke. That's all smoke. Why would you? He
Smoke
had
and
a
mirrors,
good
smoke and
season
mirrors.
last year. Granted, a lot of it was injuries, but
Carter.
hey,
Get some capital for him then, and
no,
grab the actual generational prospect.
the motherfucker's hurt.
Carter, all right, he's gonna play.
Yeah, bro.
Play.
Like, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Kayvon Thibodeau was also hurt coming out of
Yeah.
Well,
college.
I don't know if you guys did a full 32, but I
did.
did. Okay, well, can we share them just real quick before it gets completely ruined?
No,
After like the
you
fourth
can
pick.
share yours.
Oh,
I'm gonna. Hey, welcome in, somebody. Welcome in.
Hey, what's up?
how we
Happy
doing? How
draft
we
day.
doing?
Happy draft day. Hey, but before this next pick goes in, Dre,
Huh?
why are you wearing that jersey, brother? You should be wearing the blue and green, baby. The blue
Well,
and green, baby.
Listen.
I
12th
thought
man,
you were a Birds fan.
12th man. Okay, and then
Okay.
I wanted to represent like one of the best first overall picks in the last decade or two.
Oh,
Oh,
You know.
are you 10 toes down on that one?
Yeah. Yeah, he came, he went.
I
He
just
conquered.
wish he would have played a little longer. I do
Who-
like me some Luck, but I wish he just would have played a little bit longer.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I like the guy. I think he should have gave a little bit more love to the community that wanted to watch him.
Yeah,
you know.
and I wish Patrick Willis would have played a little longer as well.
Ah,
I don't
That is
think
very
you
true.
do.
Things happen.
If-
Oh
if-
no,
you
actually
see
I
that
don't.
pic?
That's
You see
true.
that
That's
pic?
true.
Abdul?
I'm a Hawks fan.
Abdul off the board.
Yep.
Abdul off the board.
That's interesting.
They did go
I
I
Carter.
like that
Yeah, they
chain.
went Carter.
Yeah, I like
They
that
went
chain
Carter.
too.
You- Who's
Hey,
king?
you know, if I'm being completely honest, I'm looking to move Burns over Thibodeau.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about it. Like
It's tough.
I don't know. They obviously went top of the board, and now we got New England on the clock, man.
Yes. Joe. What they doing?
Yo, they need to go.
Before you get into that, 1 second. I like this pick just because I'm
yeah,
a
let's talk
firm
about Carter.
believer that the defense starts the inside out. You could have some nice corners and have a nice defensive line. Your defense is going to be good, but you can't have the opposite around. You can't just have great corners and a bad defensive line. It all starts with the inside out. Full believer of that. I like the pick. Abdul, he's going to be a monster. He's from Philly, so he got that dog in him. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead. I like that pick for the Giants.
You know, if I'm the GM of the Giants, I'm kind of not good at my job because Hunter was exactly what they needed, in my opinion. If they weren't going to go
Okay.
QB, and you just let the Jags jump you like that, when
Yeah.
you could have gave a second, a third round pick, and a second and a third next year, and moved up a spot or something. Like
I fucking hate the Giants, dude. I think they're just so
They-
stupid.
they were
with their
just-
picks,
They
bro.
suck.
Like,
Their
They're
organization,
so
man.
stupid.
Carter's not a bad pick by any
You-
means. Like
But
No.
if you're the Giants, bro, you need help everywhere except
Correct.
the
That's true.
defensive line.
correct.
You have Dexter Lawrence,
Brian
Thibodeau,
Burns,
Brian.
Thibodeau.
Like, what are we doing? You just signed Burns last year. Like, Thibodeau's just now probably blossoming. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the pick. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of Carter.
That might be one of the most ridiculous
what they
offensive
needed,
lines you've
what
ever
they
heard of
needed.
in your life, though.
Cool.
Yeah,
And
that
then-
line
yeah,
is going to be crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
Think
But,
about
like,
that.
okay, and now if you're Cleveland, what do? You probably I don't know. I'm thinking they're
Ah.
going Mason Graham at 5, but I got to worry about
Yeah.
the Patriots picking a fucking left tackle that's not even going to be worth it in 4 years. Move to left guard in 2.
that's
And
what
you
they're gonna
motherfuckers! God damn it!
The Patriots are trading right here. If
No!
anybody's trying to move up,
They fucking took the T-Rex. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I looked down on my fucking phone. I thought I had it on silent mode, but Jesus, I got it spoiled. Fuck you, Jordan Schultz. Sorry, brother.
Did they really? They took Will?
Yeah, man.
Oh man!
Wow.
That's super early. Where you seen that? It might be high.
Yeah, don't go on Twitter, Joey.
I know. I'm off.
Yeah, Joe.
I looked down on my phone, man.
Hey.
But quick, okay. Just overall.
Okay, you can report like trades though if it happens before anybody.
Yes.
else.
Yes.
Overall, we'll see. Will Campbell started LSU right from the get-go. 18 years old, coming in true freshman, thrown into the Wolves off rip. Started every game since he was there. Not bad. People were questioning his arm length, whatever. I just am not a fan of. There was no Joel Oltz in this draft class. You know what I mean? There's no like blue chip left tackle. Like, oh, this is guaranteed going to be my left tackle for the next like 15 years. Membu and Will Campbell, obviously they're good. I just not the biggest fan of like at the 4th overall pick. You know, granted you could have traded back and got more or whatever, but I don't know. I just think
I think I don't know this
Vrabel,
for a fact.
Quick tidbit. Vrabel is notorious for putting on the pads at these combines and pro days. And feeling them out, you know. So maybe he tried to get a rush on Will Campbell, and Will Campbell just kind of grabbed him. He's like, okay, I like your strength. You know,
a little bit of that girl man strength.
Yeah, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What are you guys' thoughts on the pick?
Well, all I was going to say is I don't know this for a fact, but I want to say I remember and recall Will Campbell was a preseason like top 10 pick, like before the season started, before the draft process started. So he I mean,
that's what they were bitching about, his arm length. Whatever, dude.
If he's been successful at every step, what makes you think it's going to change? And that's when people put too much into that. That's the problem. Like if there's a tackle that deserved to go in the top 10, it was for sure him. Membu came out of nowhere. He's great. He's very athletic.
He's the prospect in this one.
But he's the prospect, and sometimes those don't pan out. Campbell will be a solidified left tackle for the Patriots for the next 8 years.
What if he? This is my fear, though. Right? Like what if the motherfucker's better at left guard? You know?
Well, then he's like, Quentin Nelson for you guys. That's not.
God.
I feel like they would figure that out, though. You know, like if he does need to be moved and swapped around,
I guess since Carter and Hunter, the draft has kind of went the way that it's gone, you know, or gone the way that it has so far. I guess was their. They've been high on him since the combine and shit like that. So
well, let me say this, Joe. What? How would you feel with the Drake May just sitting back there all day? You're gonna feel real comfortable. No matter if he's thrown to old man Stephon Diggs.
Trade back into the first round and get one of these receivers. Actually, no. I was talking to Dre. If Jameson Williams is available, why not? You need somebody to take the top off because Stephon Diggs ain't doing that. You know, yes. I'm just bullshitting right now, throwing shit at a wall, see if it sticks. But I don't know. I would have took.
So you don't like you don't like the. One, you don't like the pick, and then 2, you don't like Stephon Diggs and the Patriots. We're gonna.
No, I'm not mad at Stephon Diggs. I'm just not the biggest fan of his like antics. Sometimes I think he's kind of a diva. Like if he doesn't. Yeah. But I've been saying this for a while now. Like the ACL, when you,
it's hard to come back from.
Year one, like look at Godwin. You know he had that crazy injury 2 years ago. Came back last year was all right. This year he started to do really well, was actually kick ass, and then he got hurt again. Sucks, but hey, it's football. But I'm just not the biggest fan of like, and he's old too, Stephon Diggs. And I'm not a fan of these off-season workouts where it's like, you know, it's like Ben Simmons does motherfucking shit all the time. You know,
yeah.
Melo used to be the king of that, Hoodie Melo. You know, so I don't know, but yeah, I'll give the Patriots grade a B just because I don't know. Okay. I'm just worried.
It's not the prettiest pick, but it's a nice to have, you know.
Yeah. And if they didn't sign, what's his name? The defensive tackle that they signed this offseason, they probably would have went Mason Graham.
Yeah. Milton. Now, let me say this. Like you just alluded to on the Giants, and then even going into the Patriots, now going into Cleveland. Of course, the Raiders, we think that's where he's going. But Genty, any of these teams could take him. Any of these teams could use him. If he's really the blue chip prospect next to Carter and Hunter, why would these teams pass up? But that's the thing with the Patriots. If you don't have a line, that boy ain't going through anywhere. So you need to start somewhere.
Yeah. And they did invest in the offensive line this offseason a little bit.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, it's not the prettiest pick, but it's
it's good. That's how you build a team, though. They invested a lot in the defensive line, and they invested a lot in the offensive line.
Inside out.
I'm just mad because I wanted Travis fucking Hunter. It's not. Yeah, it's not sexy. At the 4, and you know what? I'm just really mad at fucking Joe Milton last year deciding to throw for fucking 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, beating the Bills.
He's filthy.
That's what pissed me off. We could have been number 2 or number 1.
I like
Joe Milton to go out there and fucking get some stock so he can get traded.
Hey, well, he got himself a chance at a potential future position now.
For
Dallas,
sure.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dak's not only getting old; he might already be on his way out. So.
He's like one hamstring.
How
hurt.
the hell did you see that so early? Like, now I'm just seeing it on my TV.
It's because Twitter ruins everything, man. Twitter,
shit, Joe.
This is all about ratings and shit. And then I can't look down on my phone right now because it's vibrating like a maniac.
Well, because it actually happened like 5-10 minutes ago. Each pick.
Look it up. This is my fucking left tackle for the next 15 years. This guy.
A big plugger. No homo.
Hey, have you heard him talk about himself? He knows what he's doing.
A big plugger. No diddy.
Let's go. Let's go. 6'5", 319. Love it. LSU. Love it.
And what is he wearing?
He's
feeling it, bro.
Right.
6. Let's go. He's gonna have to do that to Myles Garrett.
I think he thought he was going to Jacksonville.
No.
That's what's crazy to me too. I feel like Jacksonville could have used a tackle. If you just sit still,
I agree.
You would have got your guy.
They might go defensive line here. And then that sets up Genty to the this graphics not accurate after fucking Jacksonville decided to mess it up.
Yeah. But we do got so who goes to 5 again now? That they
the Browns.
The Browns
traded
the pick too. Okay. Yeah. Damn. That's a good trade for them.
If they get their guy right here, if their guy didn't get picked through these first 4.
Yeah, who are they picking here?
Who knows? Who freaking knows? I didn't know it too.
I don't think Nick Chubb's re-signed. So
that's what I'm alluding to. Anybody could use Genty right now.
Shador, come to the Browns, baby.
No.
No.
5, bro.
Shador, come to the Browns, baby. That'd be crazy.
Watch them go like Shamar Stewart.
No. Mason Graham, why not? Fuck it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta ride out whatever you have left of this Deshaun Watson contract, and then like that's probably what they're doing. They're probably gearing up to get a quarterback next year. So
yeah,
maybe Archie Manning.
Ooh,
because they're gonna suck ass this year.
Yeah,
they still don't have a quarterback, do they? They signed Joe Flacco, right?
Yeah, Joe Flacco again to 1 year. No, Joe. But Joe be out there tossing the pigskin, though. Let's not.
He's all right.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
He's only good for like 2 games, 3 games tops.
Cleveland's pick is in.
Ooh.
Damn.
This is like the craziest. Man. I feel like this draft got a little bit of like drama to it. You know what I mean? You got the Shador. Yeah, you got the Shador. You got the where's Hunter going? Where's and then this trade comes and it's an interesting draft.
I can't believe. Yeah, I think all they're showing the fan reactions and they weren't mad, but they weren't clapping.
Oh,
he's not a 7-foot mammoth.
Not sexy.
I'm telling you, bro, he's gonna end up moving to a guard.
Again, if he's a top 3, top 5 guard in the whole league, though, like right behind the
thing is they've already invested in a guard, multiple guards in the last couple drafts.
Well, then he's staying at tackle.
You're gonna have to, bud. You're gonna have to, Will. All right.
Listen, this boy has been a tackle in one of the most dominant conferences, SEC and NCAA football. So let's not act like
Yeah.
he's not
Yeah.
at that level.
You know what?
Let's
Let me
act
hear
like
your
he's
thought.
not at that level. So I think he's gonna get done for you, Joe.
We got fucking Forrest Gump at left tackle. Everything for me. All right. I'm going to have to see him pull and lay somebody out. Like Trent Williams did. Put him in motion, baby. He seems agile. So let's go ahead and.
Hey, if Genty doesn't go here, he's for sure going to Las Vegas. I promise you that. I could see him there with PD. I could see him there with PD.
Fucking, I'm all aboard. Let's go. Will Campbell, future Hall of Famer. Let's do it.
Hey, there we go.
I like the way he's talking.
There we go.
He just talks like a football player.
Stand 10 toes down, Joe.
Fuck it. See you guys in the playoffs next year. We're going 10-6.
By the way,
welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
Hey, what's good?
so the Raiders have a problem on their hands because at 6, if Shador and Genty are both available here,
Right.
what do they do?
Go? Yeah, what do you do?
I feel like one of them is going to be gone. Cleveland's going to take one of those two, but if they don't,
Bro, I do not see.
Shador to the Browns, baby.
I don't.
He's going to
why?
Ohio.
No, he doesn't need to go this. There's a reason why I don't think we've seen him tonight.
Mason.
Mason Graham.
Mason Graham.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Good shit.
You did call that out, Joe. You said that too.
It
Makes
'cause
sense.
It's not like, why would you
Bro,
waste any talent on the offensive side when you're going to put up 6 points a game this year?
Yeah. And that line is going to be ferocious.
Yeah. They probably will end up trading back into the first round too. They have a lot more draft capital, so maybe that's when they end up getting Shador.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they'll do. Or Jalen Milroe or something.
Yeah, can we talk about Jalen? Like, I feel like people are sleeping on Jalen too.
Yeah,
I've heard.
No, they're not. They're not sleeping on him. He's
don't think
perfectly
so?
fine. He's perfectly fine as a third-round quarterback. There's no
my
need to overhype
God.
him, okay?
Not even second round.
Bro, you don't need to draft these quarterbacks this year this
Oh.
high. You just need to let them chill. They're literally okay. If you
Okay.
draft them, you better have a plan to let them sit for a year.
Yes, and learn the ropes. Yes, but I'm saying
that's the issue
Jalen.
is these teams that are gonna pick them don't have. You're gonna tell you want fucking Jalen Milroe on the Browns running for his life.
Hey.
Like that's not how you want to. That's how you fuck up a career. I feel like
Right. We've seen it multiple times.
A lot.
RG3. Like yes.
RG3.
So, but what
That
I'm
would
saying,
hurt.
I feel like out of this quarterback class, like Jalen Milroe is like winding up as like the 4th or the 5th. Like I really think he's up there in like at least the top 3. So.
Yeah.
But that's why I say when I feel like he's being slept on because Jalen Milroe is a dog. Like he's
Well, good.
filthy.
He should
So-
just get slept on because you
Yeah.
don't
Yes.
you don't want. I don't know. I'm a second round, cool, but
His-
first
Yes,
yeah.
I'll take that.
His best bet is to go to a halfway decent franchise with an aging quarterback, maybe even like a Detroit, with Goff, and give him a year or two to sit.
I kind
and
of like
develop.
that.
I mean, they have
Yeah.
Hendon Hooker already, though, is the problem, and that's more of like a legitimate QB.
I like that though.
But
Get a nice little backup.
the
For the
project,
next
you
3
know.
years. Yeah.
But if Cleveland trades back into the first and grabs him, he may never develop properly.
Yeah.
yeah,
So what you guys were saying just happened here. So we got Shador and we got Genty on the board. Who does Las Vegas select?
Genty, they don't have a fucking running back,
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
amazing. I think we've been
Yeah.
calling this one for months as well.
Right.
When
He's
Sasir
gotta go
McCormick's taking snaps, I think you might need to go Genty here. But
Yes.
No hate, sincere.
no, plenty.
You can tell he dips.
But and I wanted to ask this. Like I know based off of all the experts, Mason Graham's like a can't miss D tackle. What type of impact you guys think he brings? Like what level of a defensive tackle? Like
I
What
think
type-
he plays.
what
I
is
think he
that?
plays really well. Just plugging those holes up in the inside. So I feel like the team's really going to be able to stop that. Run defense, especially going inside. So I think he's really going to be that run stopper And then yes, of course, you got the dog on the D end. Garrett, going in so off the edge. So yeah, I think they're going to be able to control all aspects of the line here and really control the game. So from a defensive standpoint, so that's my 2 cents.
Finesse. He's gonna
Yeah.
be finesse. He's not Aaron
He's more
Donald
of a
by any
finesse.
means, but I think he's gonna be able to get around, get some pressure on the quarterbacks. I just worry about the size, and same thing with Abdul Carter.
Smaller.
Just to kind of call back on that. When I was watching him, a lot of times he gets where he needs to be, but he does end up on his back a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm still
I
not
guess
It's
happy.
the next level too. It's different. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Jay.
I was just gonna say the nice part is, like, let's say he's just like a bigger version of that type of D end, JJ Watt, TJ Watt, Bosa's brother, like just relentless, doesn't let off at all.
All
And
all
coming from the
gas.
High motor. Mm-hmm.
Coming from the D tackle position, like if you put him on the same side as Garrett and they try and double team Garrett, this man might end up with over 10 sacks at the defensive tackle position. It creates something nice for them. Yeah, I like it.
Genty, baby.
Nice. Genty.
Did they go Genty?
That
Let's
pick.
go.
I love that pick. I think he's gonna be a stud
he's
in
awesome.
Las Vegas, bro. Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
He
And
might
then
not
they
be the best out of this class.
they're gonna draft a quarterback in like one of these second rounds. I hope they don't draft that fucking Louisville kid. He was in the
What?
same fucking prospect class as Trevor Lawrence,
What?
Yeah.
For real?
kid from Louisville. Tyler
Chuck.
Yeah,
Dang.
Chuck.
He was throwing to somebody that's already on his second contract in the NFL. I think it was Brandon Ayuk or something like that.
That's nuts.
And now he's coming out of the draft or to the draft. Yeah.
Genty's a beast.
And Pete's gonna give him that rock.
Oh, he
You
got
know
his
what I
next
mean?
beast mode. He
Yeah,
got his
like-
next beast mode.
Pete's not gonna be shy utilizing him, which is the dopest thing. I like what they're doing in Las Vegas.
They
I might
need
have
to
to
get
go
one
buy
of
a
these-
Raider jersey.
They need to get one of these speedsters. Maybe get like Luther Burden in the second or some shit. Maybe trade back up.
They definitely need a receiver too.
Or fuck it, dude. Like, no, I was gonna say you might as well go the Aaron Hernandez, Rob Gronkowski route and go get one of these tight ends. And trade back
Yeah,
up in the
Meyer.
first round. Huh?
They grabbed Meyer in like the second round the
Yeah.
year prior to grabbing.
Motherfucker went to rehab last year.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. He was catching passes last year.
Mhm.
Okay, so my question here is who we got. So we got AFC West. So we got the Raiders, we got the Chargers, we got
Broncos,
the
right?
Broncos,
And the
yep,
Chiefs, I believe.
and the Chiefs. So
Broncos
I
have
feel-
to go running back this year.
Yeah.
Hampton.
So
That'd
who's
be awesome.
think of the line though? Who's Ashton Gentry really gonna have to run on? He's gonna have to run on Chris, big boy Chris. From KC. Bosa didn't
Denver's
resign for the
defense is
Chargers,
stingy
right?
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bosa left. He's on the Bills.
Yeah, he left. Yeah, but like you said, that defense.
Denver's defense is good.
Denver defense. Yeah.
But Genty's he's gonna be a beast. Like he gives off. What would be a good comp? Like one of these rookies that broke out for not like Todd Gurley because Todd Gurley rookie year wasn't the great. I'm expecting like 1,000-yard rushing and like
100%. He almost reminds me like a Gibbs, but a little bit more powerful.
yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
He's this more sexier Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
If that's even
Yeah.
possible because Jameer
Yeah.
Gibbs is a fucking fun player to watch.
Yeah.
That sounded really bad too, no homo. But
No. Yeah, he
They
reminds
can
me
be-
of
see,
Gibbs.
I
like
hate
his
this shit.
elusiveness.
why are you comping him to Emmitt Smith?
That's nuts. Don't do that, NFL.
I get it, but like they comped fucking Cam Ward to Pat Mahomes.
No way. No way. They don't even play alike.
I would almost say like he could be one of the best running backs since like what Zeke.
Oh, for sure, bro.
He probably have a better rookie season. And I would say Saquon too, but I wanted like Saquon didn't have the greatest rookie season. I don't think either.
No.
I'd have to look it up. Bijan didn't have the greatest.
No.
But yeah, I think he'll be fine.
Bro, I'm so excited to watch him.
A plus,
Yeah.
Saquon was the last like
blue
blue
chip.
chip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bijan was good, but I think they kind of just moved his ass up through the draft process. I don't know if he was.
Yeah,
he
and
was
I see a lot of them talk about like, oh, it's just because he was playing against lower competition, but not when
In
he
the
had
NFC
not when
South.
he had over 1,000 yards rushing after contact. You know, like
Yeah.
that's a
Then T.
stat that I was just like, holy fuck. Yeah, after contact means like you're still breaking tackles.
You're still
It-
running.
Yeah, like,
And
I
not
don't know.
only that, but like the guy has hands too. Like
Mhm.
you could toss it to him, bro, off the back of the backfield. He'll catch that. And then he's gonna boom, like you said, just be physical, run someone over. Like, yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch that boy. I'm excited for him.
We got the Jets tight end.
Jets. Yeah, definitely tight end.
Do you
Definitely
think
tight
they're
end.
going Warren or they already picked him?
No, they're going to.
Joey, they already fucking picked him.
Did
No,
they?
I don't know. I haven't looked at my phone.
Okay.
I should pull up this Knicks Pistons game though. That's a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, can we get a score check, Joe? On there?
Got you. Well, now I just checked my phone, and with the selection,
Don't.
I'm kidding. Let me pull it up.
Just
real quick.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Give me a moment.
Yep.
Yes, sir. So yeah,
got-
like I guess let's talk about that game real quick. Knicks
72-69. New
Knicks?
York up.
Nice. How you feel about that series, bro?
I think the Knicks are in trouble, but
Yeah.
I just think the Pistons match up really well with them, and they're not afraid. Cade Cunningham, you know, he's having a breakout
Yeah,
season
dude, he's
for
playing
himself.
well.
Kind of his welcome to the NBA season.
Yes.
I think the shit he's able to do is pretty impressive. I think he's going to be
Yeah.
a good player in the league for a long time if he can stay healthy. I know that's been a thing. And then the Thompson brother,
Dude, I was gonna
Sarr?
say that, dude.
He's
Man,
awesome.
bro.
They're
Defensive-
really fucking good.
Defensive player of the year, like
No,
type
no,
performance. You
he,
know, like man, he's fun to watch too. Always hustling too. Always hustling.
he needs a jump shot. Him and his
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
But if they
I
can
mean-
get that, they'll be straight.
Yeah. But I mean, he's like that, you're you're choosing your team on the playground. You're like, okay, I need the
Mhm.
shooter, I need the hype man, but I also need the defensive stopper too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And now he's gonna score about 2 points this
Yeah.
whole hoop sesh to 21. But,
But he's going to posterize somebody.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Detroit will win tonight, actually, and then they'll go up 2-1. It should be 2-0, but they
I'm
got
sorry,
punched
but
on top.
I got saves for it comes out of my head. Boy, oh boy, can we talk about the Warriors? Did you see that?
Yeah, same shit. They at least did what they needed to do. They took one, they split it, so they actually have home court now.
Yeah.
Going
yeah.
back to Golden State. Jalen Green needed that game, bounce back game. He needed that really bad.
Yeah.
Sengun's the number one on that team still.
Yes.
I think Jalen Green's still just too inconsistent, and Sengun's just really good at what he does. Really impressed with him. He's a beast.
Do
And
you
then
think
Thompson
though with
brother
Jimmy?
Almond.
Do you think
Oh.
though with Jimmy Butler going down, it's gonna change the series?
Possibly, but we always got to remember role players play better at home as well, and it just depends on if
Ooh,
Jimmy's out
okay.
for like a couple
Okay.
weeks.
Yeah.
And now with that injury, Kuminga's going to have to get some run again. And
For
Steve
sure.
Kerr just does this shit where he just doesn't play Kuminga. Like he
Yeah.
played him for a couple months, and then he like was out of the rotation randomly. So
He's always
just-
done that.
yeah,
That's crazy.
I need him to kind of fucking keep on playing him because I think he's actually really good. Pick is in
Tackle.
from Texas.
Me-
Armad?
The meme boo.
Oh, Membu, baby!
No way.
Wow.
How much are they going to invest into this offensive line?
Well, they have Justin Fields, so
Joe,
they're going to need
That is very
all of it.
Dude,
Huh.
that's huge for them, though, to get him there.
Panthers.
See, I think Tyler Warren does more for your team, in my opinion, right there, though. But
yeah, you gotta
Panthers
go.
probably
You
go
gotta
there.
go, Warren.
The Panthers could almost go Warren right here.
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
You did?
What do you? Okay, just because I'm really interested to see what happens next at 9.
Yeah.
That's when some shit's gonna happen. If I'm Carolina, I'm trading back. Oh no, pick us in.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, what do you do when you're at this point of the draft? Like, you might as well trade, I feel.
They probably go.
Yep. Understand. Somebody has to be wanting to trade up. It doesn't.
They
just
probably
work.
go another. You go receiver
Receiver? Yeah.
because the line's all right. I don't know. They actually need it. You need help for Bryce Young. They believe in Sanders, their tight end, and they have 3 running backs. Brooks, Chuba, and they just signed one. My boy Rico Dowdle. Shout out Rico. And so I think, and they have Leggett and aging Thielen. Like, why not? And they just traded. They traded their other dude.
But is
Jalen
Golden worthy
Colter.
of the? Is Golden worthy of the 8th pick right here though?
No.
You think so? I don't.
Do they have to still replace Brian Burns if they replace Brian Burns technically? Like with a difference maker.
Not that I know of. Maybe in the free agency.
I'm gonna say Walker out of Georgia here at 8.
I don't know. It's offense, I think.
Warren would make sense, but I think the Bears are really hoping that Warren's
Where does McMillan go?
The receiver?
second
The
round.
receiver?
Cardinals?
No, his shit plummeted. I bet you he doesn't even go in the first.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, his draft stock did
Oh yeah,
go
because
down a
they were
little
hating
bit.
on him for not fucking
Oh.
liking football.
They've got like a
Hold on.
Mbuka
Give me a second,
Burden.
fellas. I'll be right back. Carry
Yes,
us real
sir.
quick.
Yeah,
Yep.
they have. Some of them think Jalen Knoll from Iowa State,
Yes.
way better prospect. Like so,
Well,
I think he flipped hard.
Yeah, he fell, and then like Shador falling. Like, yeah, it's definitely been interesting. And I feel like a lot to do with these drafts is like really the media influence too. Like, once a story gets out there, or like, it blows up, balloons up, like all these teams start to kind of switch their like methodology with like choosing. And I don't know, it's very interesting to see because you really see it this draft. I feel like, is that just me?
No, it's all smoke and mirrors. It happens.
Yeah.
People get propped up. Maybe the position class is weak, so then you're over talking the 2 or 3 guys that are worthy of a first or second round pick. Does that mean that they're otherworldly? Not necessarily. They could be. All of them could be. The guy that gets picked 252nd or whatever.
Right.
Second and third round. Like the first round, bro, it's like for me it's that's where they get paid the most, right? Second and third round is where you build a good team. Like
Yes.
that's why you see a lot of these teams in the later rounds or in the later picks. Like if you're Washington, you probably trade back, right? You made enough splashes, and then because you don't want to end up having to pay this first rounder X amount of dollars or whatever when you can go pay a second rounder that you have graded about the same grade or whatever. Because keep in mind, it's these teams draft boards, right? Like for all we know, the Patriots could have had Will Campbell as their number 1 overall prospect. It could also be that they knew that they weren't going to get the top 3, but
Yeah.
like Genty was number 1 on the Raiders board all along, probably.
The whole time.
So like it's just how these teams have it mapped out. Like like for instance, Cleveland probably has Shador as a second round grade or something, and then if there's like some like rumors or like some through the grapevine type shit
Pops
that one
them
of
up.
these teams, that Pittsburgh's gonna take them, they might go ahead and try to trade with Tampa Bay or something. That's who I could see McMillan going to. Actually, no, because they actually invested in a receiver last year.
Yeah, I was about that pre-draft.
Yeah, with isn't old boy from UW over there?
Yeah,
right?
they got McMillan already.
Yeah, McMillan over there. Hey, but like I say, don't act like we have not played fantasy football for years. It's all about the mid round. It's all about the mid round, baby. So
Yeah,
we'll see what happens in those mid rounds to late round picks. And I feel like that's where the Patty Mahomes comes out. That's where all of the greats really come. He said not this year.
I think the difference between the first round picks to the second, third, and then anything after that, you're hopeful that they can play some meaningful snaps at some point in their first 4 years.
100%.
But for the first 3 rounds, the only difference between the first rounders to the second and third, a good majority of the second and third rounders have the talent to potentially have been first rounders as well. But they didn't show out at the combine. They don't have the media coverage. They played at a small school, whatever is their case. But then they come in with a lesser of a contract out the gate and a chip on their shoulder. And that's why you see a lot of them actually pan out and be actually really good players. And the first round is more of a 50-50 split of like, okay, you actually are talented and you play a spot on this team. And then the other 50 is like, within the first 4 years, they're already almost out of the league type stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
And
like
that's
that
good.
breakdown, Trey. Yeah.
Yeah, you reach for some of these guys in the first, and that's why. And like, mostly it's quarterbacks.
It's the limelight, the divas. You know what I
Quarterbacks and
mean?
receivers.
Yes.
You grab a guy at 18
here he
overall.
went.
Oh,
Sorry, here you went. McMillan.
no
Really?
way!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow, are people dumb? Why is Tyler Warren not going there? If you
New
believe in
Orleans.
Jadavion Sanders, you picked Leggett last
I
year.
think New Orleans or Chicago is going to get Walker from Georgia. I think
Mhm.
Walker's actually a fucking beast too.
Well, I got to eat crow because I just literally said his shit plummeted and he got that pick as we were talking. That's crazy. Crazy work.
McMillan and Leggett. They're trying to give Bricey boy some weapons, huh?
They got a nice little stash right now. They got
Yeah.
McMillan now, Thielen, I believe.
Yep.
I think they still got Thielen. Coker, they got Jalen Coker, who they liked last year as well. Leggett, Sanders at tight end, and then those 3 running backs I was talking about earlier.
Cuba, Brooks.
Yeah.
And
They
Bryce
got a
looked,
nice
I
little
like how
offense.
Bryce did. Bryce was looking good towards the
He
end of the
bounced back.
season last year.
He bounced back.
Love to see it. So
I-
pumped for him.
See, though, to me, it's crazy. Like, you're a little crowded going into next year. If Thielen even plays, whether he's not able to do much anymore or not, you got Coker, who you like, and
Oh.
Leggett. Unless Leggett loses his spot, like, how do you let those guys develop when adding him? Whereas if
Because
you would have
Leggett's a slot, and he's an outside. You can play him outside.
him and Thielen-
Coker as
Thielen-
well. Like I don't think Leggett will. Leggett probably will get more burn. Maybe Thielen doesn't. We should check that real quick.
he's even still. My thing is though is like you have a few pieces on defense and you just re-signed J.C. Horn to being the top paid corner in the league.
Yeah.
Why would you not invest in the defense to make that a like for sure strong suit? You have Brown. If you would have went with a D end,
Yeah, he's
and
still
you
there.
have Brown, the D end
Yeah.
plus.
I think this is a sorry to interrupt, but I think this is a
Tennessee's pick. Or
get
New
Bryce
Orleans pick.
comfortable. Get Bryce comfortable move.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
He
you
gets out
invested in
there.
him.
Yeah, they got to make him comfortable out there. So I feel like this is a get Bryce comfortable move.
And then
Not
worst
mad at
case,
it. New Orleans pick is already in. What do we think they're doing here? And
they
what do you-
have to be going Shador, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I saw them trading up for him. I don't know that he's worthy of it per se. Like again, his shit is plummeted. We just talked about tech stuff plummeted, and then he just went literally that pick. Let's talk about Shador here before he actually gets picked.
Hey, stand 10 toes down on that one. Okay. I just like him in New Orleans too. I don't know. I just
I
I
know.
like him in New Orleans. I think he would fit well there.
So New Orleans knows what they're doing. They have their offensive line set.
Yeah.
Kamara's still over.
What?
Dude,
They do
they're-
not know what they're doing. New Orleans is in fucking purgatory, brother. What are we talking about?
meaning
since Tom-
like
No, I'm not letting you get that shit off.
Their
the
depth
10
chart-
toes, right?
they have pieces pretty much everywhere. What do you strongly need?
Tight end.
They moved Lattimore because they believe in the corners in that room outside of him.
Yeah.
No, they moved him because they don't have fucking money.
Mm.
They have an aging defensive line. Resign Chase Young. Maybe they go
They're
Walker,
old.
but if they go Shador, then that just Derek Carr's. See ya. But no, aging
Oh, yeah.
Kamara.
I mean,
see if
Derek Carr is
Olave
what,
the same after
34?
coming back from getting his fucking neck snapped last year. And yeah, they just have an aging offensive line as well. Ramczyk retired this offseason, so I don't think they really know what they're doing. That's why they're actually picking 9.
No, they got Talise Fuaga, I think, last year. On the
Nice.
offensive
What was
line.
his stats last year? Oh, Pro Bowler?
Huh?
Is he a Pro Bowler?
I don't know.
You know one thing, and why it's on the TV. I'm sorry, I just gotta speak upon it. You know one thing that truly, just makes me mad when these players don't show up to the draft. I feel like if you know you're getting drafted, bro, like it
What?
has to be mandatory. Like,
Why haven't we seen
crazy.
Shador?
That's what I'm
Where's
saying.
his draft room? I don't think he's going round 1. Otherwise, we'd see him in his living room with 30 people in there, just like his daddy.
Dude, it
Archie
gets on
Manning
my
looks like a
nerves.
fucking child. What do we do you see that, bro? It's like if I put a fucking helmet on.
Hell no.
I think they probably whoever said Shador, you're probably right. Let's see.
If there's anybody watching, Joe forgot to throw hip pads one time on a football
Fuck
practice.
yeah, dude. I sure did. I sure
Griff,
did.
what?
I forgot to put my
forgot-
hip pads in one day at practice of football, and I fucking bruised the hell out of my hip. I got blasted on my fucking hip. Brother, I was like, oh my God. Coach came over. He was like, fucking, he's like, well, what hurts on my hip? He's like, where are your pads? I was like, I don't have them. So, yeah,
So funny.
it was raps. So, fuck no.
All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting.
How far
offensive
ahead are
tackle.
you?
There you go. It's because you lose Ramczyk. We could have predicted this, right? Offensive tackle.
But why are you grabbing the third offensive tackle?
Yeah, I
At
guess
nine?
Because he's a true tackle.
Okay,
Like,
but still at 9, why are you grabbing the third
yeah.
out of that position group? You're grabbing the third
It's
one.
their
with
draft
9
board.
picks.
And just to kind of reiterate what you were saying, this goes to show that they don't know what the fuck they are doing.
Okay, they don't know what they're doing.
No, not
I-
at all.
How, Derek Carr might not even play next year,
In
so
real
are you just going
time,
to hand
brother.
the reins to Spencer Rattler?
What
Hell
was
yeah.
that? What was that?
Huh?
New Orleans. Come on, man. But you
6'5",
guys do
though,
have some good
315.
food down there. You guys do have some good food. I'll give you that.
You on the phone, Dave?
No.
Oh. Thought you were talking to a boy out there or something.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I
Okay.
was just out of my fucking
man.
tackle right there. All right?
The Bears will go sexy right here, right?
They're gonna go defensive line Walker
I like that.
Walker,
I like
or,
that.
or Will Johnson.
Will Johnson.
Will
a
Johnson,
quarterback?
Walker,
That's what I predicted in my mock.
Yeah.
Will Johnson, Walker, or Warren. I think it's one of those 3 guys right there.
What Komet? Yeah, but they have our boy Dre.
The Niners need Will Johnson like yesterday. So-
I like Will though in Chicago. I think that would be a nice solid pick too. I agree with you on that one, Joe.
The Niners need
The Niner needs
Walker.
everything.
Niners need Walker from Georgia, and he's the perfect style. He's a perfect solo player as well. Like I think he fit really well in San Fran. What do you think, Dre? Tay?
San Fran. Who would I put for San Fran? I feel like they really. I agree. I think Walker's a good pick. But almost one thing I heard, and it might sound crazy, is they're talking about Kittle going. So I feel like if oh boy, the tight end is still there, I think they should draft him if they truly are thinking about getting rid of Kittle. Yeah, there's been some contract talks going on, and they can't agree to a contract. He's going into his last year in San Francisco, so I wouldn't be surprised if they draft that young tight end as well. My prediction.
Yeah, I think. I just think he fits perfectly in San Fran. But I was gonna say, like, they lost Debo. They believe in Pearsall.
Yeah.
Ayuk and Jennings. But
Uh-huh.
what if they went receiver? I don't know. I'm not mad at that Warren selection either.
Yeah,
Like,
the
why
Warren
they all
selection there.
they
Mhm.
need an extra tight end.
Yep.
Why not?
Yep. And
Um,
if you know what I mean, if Kittle stays there for one more year, kind of go under the ropes a little bit. Not too sure how happy he would be, but Kittle seems like a cool dude. So I don't know. I could see them kind of. I don't know. Makes most sense, but we'll see. It'll be interesting.
Yep. Let's see what the Bears do here. Like these broads.
Uh-oh.
Let's not forget game as well as
I think Dallas goes Matthew Golden if he gets there.
Ooh, I love that. I like that. He fits in Dallas too. I like that, Dre.
And they need that.
They need a cornerback.
get it together. Mark
Yeah, they do need a cornerback as well too.
Bland and Diggs still over there?
Bro, you can't. I don't know if you can rely on Bland. Bland's been hurt the
Yeah,
last
not
2
Bland,
years,
not Bland.
and Diggs is aging as well. That hurts. You need some help on that defense.
Did Diggs tear his ACL, right?
Couple
If I'm not
times.
mis- Yeah, that's hard to come back from.
Joe did. No hate. Seems to run in the family.
Especially
Joe
especially
did.
at cornerback, having to play with a previous torn ACL. Ooh.
But I wouldn't be mad at that golden pick.
Yeah,
like, they do
that's
need some speed.
nice.
That's where
Yeah.
I thought.
the greatest season of your
I thought they were in the market for a receiver in the offseason, but they haven't done. They've done a little bit of something, but
And
If-
him with CD. Ooh.
So pairing CD though with Golden, I could see Walker going there as well. Like and them trying
oh,
to
they lost Lawrence.
Yeah, and they could utilize him the same way they use Parsons, but on the opposite
But they do
side.
like Overshawn, like a
Yeah,
lot.
but he's a linebacker though, like a true
But
linebacker.
they play him at edge.
Do they?
Uh huh. Interesting.
Who we going with, Bears? Who we going with? Yeah, I'm never a fan of what the Saints just did. By the way, like
Yuck.
you grab the best guard at that point. I don't know. You don't grab the third freaking tackle.
Yuck.
The value is not there.
Mm.
And I don't care if he was number one on your tackle board. Fuck that.
Right.
Bro, Travis Hunter on the freaking Jaguars, though.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. I could see that though. Like,
I'm kind of mad,
him-
bro. I'm really big on Brian Thomas Jr. Like,
would
really
you have?
big on him.
Would you
Like-
have that or the Browns? Oh, if he went to the Browns, that'd be an ugly sight. He's probably calling the Jags like, please trade up, please
Yeah, it
trade
would
up.
have
I
been
wanna-"
better in freaking Cleveland or in New England.
Yeah. Uh huh.
We got fucking T-Rex.
Bears.
I
Uh-oh.
feel you though. I feel you.
Uh-oh.
Running back, Jackson State.
What did they do? Joey, you're so far ahead.
Yeah. Who was it, Joe?
Goodell's over here just chatting.
Give you. You want me to give you a clue? Tea leaf.
No
Yes.
It's nobody we've talked about yet
for the Bears.
for the Bears.
Oh, there it goes. I see it. He's nice.
He is
Wow.
I
nice.
like Loveland.
People have
Yeah.
him ranked higher than Warren.
And Warren.
Wow.
Yep, close to
He's
Loveland,
filthy.
baby.
Hey, I play with him in NCAA college football on the sticks. He's nice.
Hey,
Big
you
trust.
were right though, Dre, about the going tight end though.
Yeah, I saw some about that. It's like because they lost Keenan, they still need to have that firepower on offense. So they needed to, and homeboy Komet might be due for a contract, and he hasn't really.
And what
to be
all-
honest, go ahead, Zach.
Mhm. Oh, I was gonna say, and what all these are is it's nice young rookie quarterbacks going into their second year, third year. How can we make them feel comfortable?
Yeah,
Get
give
them a
him
nice- get-
pieces.
Security blanket, you
Yep.
know.
Niners
So I
pick
like
is in.
this.
Well,
No, Miami probably goes cornerback.
it fits hand in hand too with how they've moved during this offseason. Like he's almost like another lineman too. He's not like the best
True. True.
blocker you've ever seen, but he played on Michigan. That's pretty much
True.
all they do is run and block. So
Very true.
he knows what he's doing at the very least.
He's very more versatile. Yeah, I like that.
Interesting, man.
So we
I
got
don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I was just say the Niners are on the board. That's it.
Niners.
Yeah, the
Let's
pick
see.
is in.
It's gonna be
I think
interesting.
they go Walker. Why not? Why not?
Ah.
High motor player. Why not?
So talk about that. They've lost Tre'Davious Ward. Tuifonga, I think, is gone. Like they don't have anything on their defense. How do you not go Malachi Starks or Will Johnson here?
Oh, that. Yep. Yeah.
Will Johnson.
Starks.
No,
Yeah.
Starks is going to be nice.
Starks.
Yeah.
He's going to be one of those safeties. Like
that's exactly where they're going. Why? Dre, good pick right there.
Safety over the
Good
top.
pick.
I just think one of those two positions, it means more than what I mean. Unless Walker is a special talent, which he could be.
He cares.
I think
That's
means
what
more.
like when you watch him. He doesn't take plays off. You know, I know that was a big knock on McMillan as well. Like,
Yeah.
you notice me taking plays off and stuff. Like, oh, why am I blocking all
Pick
the way over
is
here?
in. Pick is in. Who was that?
Yeah, shorty in dress. Hey yo.
Next 4 picks. Let's go. Almost to
Commercial
Seattle, baby.
break?
Almost
Come
to
on.
Seattle.
Yeah, what do you
Seattle
got?
picking up.
Give the people what they want. What do you guys think Seattle does?
Well, here, let me. Like I said, okay. Well, yeah, no, I did. You know what's crazy? I actually had the Bears picking Colson Loveland at 10 in my draft, but it's because I had Warren going at 7. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
They
That's
still
crazy.
got it. Still got it.
Still got it. I had Will Campbell going at 9. They still took a tackle, so that's crazy.
Yep.
I did not have McMillan going at 8. I had Walker. I did have Genty at 6. I went and revised that. Not just capping.
Yes.
I originally had Will Johnson going at 6, but then I was like, no, there is just too much. Like if Genty gets to 6, how do you not take him? So and I was just trying to go against the grain. That was everybody
I like it.
him to go there, right? But
Good
so
cop,
I
bad
went.
cop.
I went and rephrased it like last night when I finished out my whole 32. But I had Carter going 1 and Ward going 2. So that didn't happen. And I had
10. Chicago was going to take it.
Huh?
I think if Genty made it past the Raiders, that the Bears would have took him at 10. He wasn't getting past 10. That's
yeah.
what I think.
That's what I was hearing too.
Like he would have been a lot better than the Loveland pick, obviously.
I was being like selfish. I projected him all the way at 12 to
Dallas.
I don't know why.
Man, it's Javonte Williams season.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Well,
and because he's 5'8",
Hampton. Why not?
No, but because he's 5'8", so like I was projecting like
Marion Hampton's gonna be a dog.
They're going Hampton. Why not? Fuck it. Pencil it in.
Who?
Dallas.
No.
Yep. Don't let him.
They need a running back.
They do.
I like Hampton, but people are also sleeping on Travion Henderson from Ohio State.
There's like 7 good running backs.
Yeah, and Judkins too.
Judkins as well. Yes.
He's just somebody that you can pound the ball. He'd fit. Looking at not in the first. I don't think he's a first round. They're not going to use the first round on him. But second round, looking at the second round, I can see maybe the Giants.
Yep.
I want to be mad at the Patriots. Like I want to be mad if they get one of these little gadget backs. Or dude, if they can get a fucking receiver, that'd be so cool.
You guys realize
young receiver, and there's gonna be a lot in the second round too. There's gonna be tons.
Luther Burden.
This is the juicy part of the draft right here too. Where we're getting at right now.
Basically. This is where we see a lot of action.
Just randomness, action, some trades, juicy stuff, like
what if oof.
I'm gonna be right back.
So yeah, no worries.
Yep.
I think
it's a long live.
I think if the Seahawks probably trade up, if I'm being honest, because I think they're going to go offensive line, and because they have to protect Sam Darnold. Because if we're being honest, it sucks because they haven't hit on any of their offensive line. In my opinion, you probably have a different one, obviously, because you're Seahawks fan. But I think they need to get offensive line because you have Sam Darnold back there, who's notorious like happy feet and sees ghosts if he starts to get hit. What do you think?
Well, I think, especially with the way the draft's shaking out right now, they've probably zeroed in on Tyler Booker or Gray Zabel. They're guards out of the draft. And at 18, with 3 tackles already gone, like that's not going to be a bad value pick if they are decent players, good players, starters, potentially Pro Bowl with one of those 2 guys. So that's not a bad pick if that's who they end up getting. It's gonna, like I said, I want to see how the next like 5 picks shake out, and then I think I could almost tell you who they grab, but you can never guess with the Seahawks. They're the most random team ever.
Okay.
They go best talent.
I'm gonna throw a scenario at you. You're Indianapolis. You have Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. Do you draft Shador?
No.
Why not?
Because you can't. You just simply
Why?
can't. You can't spend that capital there when there is holes on that team. I mean, they have a running back. They have a pretty decent offensive line. They have weapons on offense. If Warren's there, I'm going Warren at 14 all day for them.
They got Mo Cox, baby.
Oh, Michael. No, that's not even Jalen Walker. That's Michael Williams. What? San Fran. Yeah,
Okay.
that seems like a San Fran pick.
Checks out.
Checks out.
Let's get Tay back up on the stage.
Back at it like a crack addict. He's a
uh.
California son.
All right, come on now. Come on, Dallas. Do some. Shake it up
Really?
for us.
Okay, Michael Williams, the edge. So San Francisco.
So San Francisco.
Yeah.
It seemed like Jalen Walker was more of
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
a
sure.
pick there. Or, like I said, Will Johnson, Starks, any of those. But
I wonder.
they always love having that line.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's probably defense the next 3 picks.
Yeah, Jalen Walker's
right
still
now.
there. Will Johnson, one of those 2.
Cowboys. Yeah, they lost Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence. To the Seahawks. How do you guys feel about that?
Because we actually have a rotation, I love it. If we were signing him, relying on him to play 3 downs and be there all season and all that, I'd hate it. But because I think we have players that are going to play ahead of him.
Do you guys let me just jump in there, because do you want the honest truth or do you want the Seahawks fan answer? I think Dre gave you the Seahawks fan answer. The brothers wash. The brothers wash.
Let's go. Let's go.
And I'm wearing the jersey. I'm sorry, but he's old man. He
Hey.
washed. We always do that. We sign these
Always.
washed up players. Always going out the door.
Over under on his sack total next year.
Under.
I'm
I'm gonna go under.
What do you have to give a number?
I'm gonna ask Tay because he's the one that's definitive on this. So
Under
10.
under 10. Yeah, under 10.
okay, I'll go over 10. I got 50 on it.
All right, put it on the board.
It's
Put it on the
recorded.
board.
Hey.
Okay, excuse me, and it nullifies at 10, right? Because I think that's exactly what he's gonna get is 10.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
fine. Hit 10. It hit 10, you win.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Pick is in for Dallas. What do you think they do here?
Golden.
running
We all
back.
agree defense?
They should go defense, but they need a running back too. So either of those 2.
I'm going. I want Hampton to go to Denver. So
So bad. So bad, dude.
I don't want him going anywhere before then. If that's who they want as well.
Or Cardinals.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Connor's almost done.
But I don't know.
The Cardinals need defense, though. You have a lot over there on offense that you can build off of. They either need an offensive lineman or
do,
defense.
They probably go
They do
what they
stick
go
with the
starts.
line.
Oh,
The line.
Yeah.
Booker.
What is stupid? Actually, no, not stupid.
Ow.
Didn't Zach Martin retire this year? Nah. Let's
I
know in the chat.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to say
let
this.
us know.
I did not see Booker going that high. I figured he was a first rounder, but somewhere
Yeah, he did
between
retire. Zach
us
Martin
and
did.
32.
They need to build that line back up, and that is very Dallas. They love their line, so
Yeah.
not bad.
And like we alluded to, they didn't grab the fourth
Family.
tackle. Now they grabbed the first guard. So that's good.
Right. Man, those chains though, NIL is really pushing the paper, huh?
Yeah. For real.
Man.
I heard an argument about that NIL that it's
Let's hear it.
it's making the players lose the love for the game, you know, like at least when you get to the NFL level, because it's like you go high school straight to the NFL and you get money. You know, it used to be you had a high school, college, and I understand the player aspect of like you go to a college and you play, but you also getting your college paid for. You know, you can use it how you use it. You can actually try to go get a degree or whatever. You can just, hey, I'm going to the NFL no matter what. I respect it, you know, but somewhere you opened up Pandora's box with the NIL. I don't know if you can go back from it. There, I don't know, maybe some type of like, hey, if you performance, you have to hit a performance NIL, you know, like, hey, you have to like be at this school for like 2 years or something. Like I get if your
No
coach
incentive.
leaves, like old, like back in the day, if your coach leaves, you're granted like a transfer, you know, like why
Yeah.
not? But I don't know.
So the only thing I would stick up for on the opposite side of the NIL is I'm sure it's a majority of the NIL money goes to like the 5-star recruits, the people that they're trying to sway to come to their school. Beyond that, I like, so what happens to the blue chip prospect that came in from freshman year, played 2-3 years, got to his junior season and tore his Achilles or something, and it ruined his career from there. And for those first 2-3 years, based off of what he was basically doing, that facility, that team, that, you know, they made all this money, and prior years he was getting none of that. You know what I mean?
Right, but
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know what you sign up for when you play football. Like the
I
risk
get-
of injury is a part of the game. Like, what
So,
are we
like, you're
fucking
get-
talking about?
Like you're saying, you're getting but it's like you're getting a scholarship, and then you get put on TV, and then to show these people that, you know, you belong in the league and
Yeah,
on one
5
team.
stars should get NIL, cool. But if you're a fucking 2-star getting paid bank and shit, no, there should be no reason why third guard or third string guard is getting fucking pulled up to practice in a Lamborghini or some shit like that. You know, no, not a Lamborghini, but like a Corvette. No need for that.
Is
like-
that happening?
Yes, there's a reason why. Fucking, did you see how many people hit the transfer portal this year?
Oh, it was crazy, especially basketball too. Like, oh my.
Yeah, yeah, basketball. The fucking as soon as a team would get eliminated from the tournament, motherfuckers were already
Brother.
transferring. Like, what are we doing? Like that, I don't know. That's my only like beef with the NIL. Is just like, I don't know, it's just they're no longer college athletes. They need to be treated as like minor athletes, or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the NFL.
It goes back to the grind. It goes back to the grind. Just get out there and grind.
yeah,
Right, Joe? I think that's what you're saying.
yeah. Like there. That's why like I don't know. That's why people probably were so low on McMillan. You know, like, oh, I don't love football. I don't know. It's just like that's what I feel like this draft kind of is pushing into that type of next generation, I guess. It's
More
the players
divas.
aren't like you don't go to there's no more programs. You don't go to like, and granted, you know, people are going to be like, hey, well, Alabama was running shit for like 10 years because they were just paying people on the table. Oh well, motherfucker, that's how life works, you know. Like, and I understand like these smaller programs weren't getting players either, but I don't know. I don't know. Even with the NIL, these smaller programs aren't getting fucking players. So it's doesn't help
It's
them out at
pushing
all.
out the bottom. Yeah, it's pushing
Right.
out the
And
bottom.
then you just get these powerhouses. Like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. But I'll probably get
I'm
some
with
hate
you.
in it. Or hate
No,
for
I'm
it.
with you on that too. Like, I think, like you said, like now they can't turn back, but they need to put some kind of constraints on it. Like, hey, either there's a cap per team on NIL you can have, or there's a certain amount of deals you can have. Like, I think it's very important for them to kind of revisit the scope because, yeah, like one, these kids are like super young. Two, it takes the dog and the grind, out of them. So, like you want to fight to get to that professional, level. You don't want to say, oh, I'm going to stay another year in college because I'm going to get paid more. Like, no, like I'm not a fan of it either, Joe.
And perfect example. My bad, Joe. Real quick, that what happened with Nico. Like you're renegotiating. Like what are we talking about? Just like there was a report that came out that he didn't want to go to an autograph or like a photo shoot, meet and greet or whatever. That would took like an hour for $50,000. He was asking for like $65,000. Like what are we even talking about? There was reports that came out that like he had to go do some NIL obligations and he didn't want to. And then they were like, oh, you got to go do this. And he would call his dad, and his dad would call Tennessee and bitch at him. Like that type of shit is just like weird to me, like I don't know.
Sure.
It's just you're just not setting these players up for success in the NFL. And I don't know, quite frankly, maybe like you're getting money, I get it, so you're gonna be set. But like, what are we even talking about? He didn't even have a good enough season to be renegotiating.
I was like,
if he was in Heisman contention, maybe, but he half of his touchdowns came in 2 games.
Yeah,
what are we talking about? And then you go to UCLA for less, and you're gonna make less because of the fucking taxes in that state.
Yes.
Like, what do you
didn't think
Greg?
about that?
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say on an opposite side too. You're seeing like lower level schools programs getting shut down. So
exactly,
that's not good because you got kids that maybe at least did get an education through going through 4 years of football, basketball, where they maybe never would have if it wasn't for that. So.
Yeah, but what you're also getting is these 8-year fucking players too, like because JUCO does not count towards collegiate eligibility now.
Yeah,
like you can go to JUCO for 3 years,
and then do another 4,
2 years, and then go do another 4, 7 years in college athletics. You know what I'm talking about?
You ain't getting to the maybe the NFL. You're not getting into the NBA at 28, 27 years old.
What dude did for the Lakers? Remember him? What was his name?
Andre Brown, right? Was it Andre Brown?
Yeah.
Homie, that was a good story. He came in.
He looked like someone we would hoop with on the on the park outside.
He came in and hooped though. He dropped like 16 points or something like that. I don't know, maybe more. I actually watched his something, one of these little shorts or something came up and I watched it the other day. I was like, oh, that's dope. I remember that.
Shout out to him. And then on the topic of basketball, just real quick, shout out to Gilbert Arenas and his son, Asia, man. Like, man. I hope the brother's fine and gets well because, like, man, he's gonna be a dog at Arizona. So I hope he just gets well better and he's able to play next year.
Absolutely. Thoughts and prayers. Mm-hmm.
All right,
picks in for Miami. What do we think Dolphins.
They're doing? They're a wild card. Kenneth Grant. What?
That's who it was? What? Oh, it is. They're loving their tackles and they're loving their tackles and that guard.
Okay.
What am I missing here? Why are certain players getting slipped on with we didn't hear anything pre-draft process?
Yeah, this is nuts.
Warren Johnson, like, don't let one of these dogs slip to 18 right now.
Oh.
Indy going Tyler Warren.
Please, somebody.
Yeah, I like that. That would be nice for old boy Richardson.
They need.
Well, don't let the Bengals get Tyler Warren. Oh man.
No, Eric All's the truth. Eric All season. I've actually been hearing if he does land if he slips to 16, Arizona has a possibility. They were looking at, I heard it was Loveland or Warren.
Why? Why would you pair that with McBride? You already drafted Harrison. Like you have enough on the offense.
But that's no. Why? What? No. Like, how are you going to say they have enough on the offense, and then with like the Bears, Like,
well, they like their second receiver in Michael Wilson. I'm sure they like Marvin Harrison. They have one of the best tight ends already in football. Why would
they
you
just signed him big money?
And you have Connor and Murray at running back and quarterback. Like, you're at least pretty set at every position. Whether they're aging contracts, I don't give a crap. Like,
I'm just like, I think they go Will Campbell. I would pick Will Campbell up here. Or not, not Will Campbell, but Will Johnson. I'd go Will Johnson. No, for
Cardinals.
Cardinals,
yes, Cardinals. for
The
Cardinals.
Colts, they got Cam Bynum, some big. They added some players on the defensive side in the offseason. They didn't re-sign EJ Speed, so maybe I would go edge if I'm them. This is probably where you
Edge
see.
rusher?
You probably see Walker. That'd be
Walker
pretty
go
good.
off,
Walker's
yeah.
good. That'd be pretty good for them.
I could see him in Indy. Yeah, nice little edge rusher.
Walker or what's his name? Tyler Warren. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up this Knicks Pistons game because it's intense.
I would like a nice little tight end though, Warren there with AR. AR needs a little safety blanket too. I feel like that was a lot of his issues with the last year. On the side of being hurt, is he just had really nobody to really toss that rock to, So let's see who they go here. Okay, Roger Goodell with the all white Nikes. Okay, I see you.
Yep. They went Tyler Warren.
Yeah, that safety blanket. I like
Look
it.
at us. Good pick, Colts. Good
I like
pick,
it.
Colts.
Okay, so yeah, Arizona here. I would definitely go.
No, Atlanta.
Oh, sorry. After this one, Atlanta, Arizona, though, I would definitely go Will Johnson. I don't think Atlanta would snag them. Do you think so?
No, I think they like their corners. I want to know where Akuda went because he was their number 2 last year. Interesting. I think they probably go. They probably go fucking line. Oh no, dude, they should go. What do they got?
Tyler Warren.
Yeah, he went to the
He's
Colts.
gone. Yep.
Let's go.
My buddy probably was loving that. He's a big
That's
Colts fan.
solid.
Shout out Jacob.
Hey.
There's that safety blanket for AR if he's to develop.
Yes. And if I'm not mistaken, Tyler Warren's a nice blocker too, right? Like he could definitely hold the line as well. So
Yeah.
Yep, right here. Boom. Yeah, he's a all around versatile tight end. I like it.
And he can take some pressure off of Anthony Richardson because he looks like he can throw the
Yeah.
ball.
He stretches the field. Sure.
Throw him in the little wildcat.
What do you do if you're Atlanta?
I know.
Offensive line.
Offensive
Lost
line
their
for
center.
sure. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Who's left? Who's left offensive lineman? Let's see.
How did he slip to 14, dog?
Josh Simmons, OT. Yeah, it's starting to run slim pickings.
I'm actually going to be pissed off if the Seahawks draft like Shedeur or something. I'm not because I don't want him, because like I hate that. Like, what's the point of even?
So let me say
Sam
this
Darnold?
though. Let me say this about Shedeur as well. I think, of course, he is, professional ready. I think, he's been prepped. He's a great quarterback. Now, with that as well, too, I think from an organization standpoint, you got to also think, hey, this player might bring a lot of sales to the organization just because of the hype, just because of his dad, so it's also bringing money in by, how marketable the guy is too. So I would say, yeah, you definitely, you got to think about that as an organization as well. I feel like, so that's why I think
Real
you should
quick.
draft Shedeur as well. Go ahead.
A sleeper pick.
Yeah.
Gray Zabel.
For who?
In the first round.
Oh no, he's going in the first round. I thought he was going to the Seahawks. And with Booker already off the board, he's definitely going in the first round.
And I think we all can just be convinced that number 21 is going to be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
21 is going to
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Steelers, they need a quarterback.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at
Real quick, what the fuck is going on with Rodgers?
Don't get me started.
Well, we'll know based off their pick there what's going on with Rodgers.
True. What were you going to say, Dre?
I was just gonna say the team I'm looking at right now is the Bengals. Like the way this draft's shaking out, they're gonna, depending on what their draft board looks like, what these players where these players are at, they're going to get a good player at 17 and somebody they're going to need. Probably on the defensive. Yeah. Johnson, Starks, freaking Walker. They're one of those guys is gonna be there.
Walker, and then if that's could be a sign.
They have to replace Sam Hubbard, so
and possibly Trey Hendrickson.
Possibly.
Yeah, they're going into little contract disputes, right?
Yeah, what do we think
With
Atlanta
Henderson?
do here? Is real quick. Give your guys' picks. I'll go third.
Draco.
I had Michael Williams going to Atlanta, but he already went to San Francisco. So I'd go Walker. I think they still need help on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
They also could go. There's a guy from Alabama, Jihad Campbell. I think.
Yep.
They could go him. I feel like that'd be a Falcons pick right there.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Falcons go and pick up Walker. I mean, they love their defense. You know, they got Brady Quinn over there, you know, so very, very defensive mindset. So, yeah, I think they go defensive line and pick up Walker. What you
Is
got,
the
Joe?
pick in? Oh, no. They're still – they might be
No.
trading.
They're probably shopping it. Yeah, you're right. Maybe to the Seahawks. They're like, hey, we're about to take your guy. I was trying to see if they had if they lost Simmons or Jesse Bates. Where did Justin Reed go to? Because I think Starks can go here as well. He's from Georgia,
Starks
or he
would be
played
nice.
in Georgia.
Yeah.
Justin Simmons, because I swear he went somewhere else. Let me see this real quick, fellas.
I'm a big Ibuka guy. I really want to see where he goes.
Yeah, he's still a free agent, Justin Simmons. So maybe they go Starks here, if they can't sell it.
Yeah.
And then there was one more, and Justin Reed, where did he go? He went to the Saints. Okay, never mind. So I thought for some reason the Falcons picked him up. But yeah, maybe Starks. That's my pick.
I like it. Starks.
Or I wouldn't be mad if they went a corner. I like Barron out of Texas.
He's
Oh,
nice.
He's nice. They had a great defense this year too.
Yeah.
Texas were some dogs.
What do you think? Dude, it would be a real Atlanta pick if they fucking picked Hampton, dude. Just kill Bijan's
Oh,
fantasy value for
hell
next
no.
year. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they gotta go Walker. They gotta go Walker here.
I don't be mad at it. Like Judon didn't really work out for them last year. Good shit,
Yeah.
New England. Get him out. Oh, Shador, what's up, brother?
Yeah, right.
No, he's on TV. This is the first time I've seen him all night. At
Oh,
least on the
that's just
ESPN.
because it's Mel Kiper. He had him as his number one.
No, Dre. They showed his draft room.
Oh,
Yeah, he was with his family, right? They
Yeah.
showed a little bit of it earlier.
now I see him
Oh,
a
did they?
little behind.
Pick us in.
Ooh,
Let's see.
who they got?
Oh,
So I
They've been
said
building that
Starks.
offense.
Who'd you say?
Walker. I think Dre and I both.
Yeah. We'll be mad at
Uh-huh.
it. So we all agree defense.
Yes.
how can you not go defense? They again don't need anything on the offensive side of the ball.
They they can always get a freaking center in the later rounds.
Free agency, or late rounds too.
Boomer Esiason. Geno.
We're gonna be
Smith.
great. I just want as much as you need to fix the offensive line in Seattle, I want to see them go best player available, whoever they
Make it spicy.
yeah.
You know,
Grab one of
It's
these
spicy.
safeties or something. I don't know. Give McDonald some more stuff to work with, I guess.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you lost Geno and DK.
Oh,
You might need to invest them in some offense too. So
yeah, it's a rebuilding year.
Chargers are going receiver, correct? There's no way in hell they don't.
I think so. Yeah, I
No,
think should go
they
receiver.
go defense.
Oh yeah, because they lost Bosa.
And they lost their linebacker as well.
Maybe like Mike Green or James Pierce Jr.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, Pierce is somebody that is slipping, but
Could be good.
yeah, that's a good one. And I'm surprised Stevenson. I can see the Falcons doing Shamar.
Yeah. Well, he keeps getting forgotten about even after that. Yep, no, Jalen Walker. They got to watch him down the street all year.
Yeah, UGA.
All right, Arizona.
Makes
Jalen
sense.
Walker. I like this pick. I really think Jalen Walker is going to be really good.
He's going to be a dog.
He is. High
He could be
motor.
huge over there. Huge.
Staying where he's playing at too. That's dope.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
love it.
But
Dante Hightower. How you feel about that comparison, Joe?
love it. Dante Hightower
Yeah.
is a savage.
Uh-huh.
See, they say he's more like, if you utilize him correctly, he's like,
He almost reminds me like a Micah Parsons, how he gets off the line. You know?
well, that's who they were comparing him to originally.
Mm-hmm. Super fast.
You know who's filthy?
Who?
Will
Arizona's going to
Anderson.
edge. Huh?
Yes, Will Anderson's filthy.
Like that. Outside of Miles, that's your next like superstar lineman over the next 10 years.
Just bred for defensive lineman, huh? UGA.
You ain't got no alibi. You up?
That's what they do over there.
Uh-huh.
Cardinals. This affects us. Same with that San Fran pick. Who do
Yeah.
they go?
They're gonna go Will Johnson.
Yeah, well, we've been completely off for the most part. We just nailed that Walker pick. Okay, but
They're
No, I swear we
going.
got who else did we
We got a
get?
couple of them, right?
We got a couple.
all right. Well, give us that. But
We're getting closer, Seattle. We're getting closer. Please don't be an ugly pick this year.
Offensive tackle.
Lord, please.
if it's Gray Zabel, I'm completely fine with it. If it's anybody else, I'm pissed off.
Give me a second. I'll be right back, fellas.
Sounds good. Okay, so prediction, Dre. How's Kyler going to do this year? He showed a little bit of signs of light last year, but he did have a few tough games. So I would like to hear your thoughts on the predictions, Kyler Murray.
Well, I'll be honest. I am not a fan of Kyler. Like,
Ooh,
at all.
okay.
Not just because he
Okay.
plays in the NFC West, but
Uh-huh.
he just strikes me as a wham baby. Plus
Yeah.
the COD stuff.
Drama
Not
queen.
not a fan. Not a fan.
Mm.
As far as talent goes, though, on the field, the man's talented. You can't pass that up. But I think like all of that stuff somehow gets into the game and it trumps his talent at a certain point.
Yeah.
Why he struggles to like
Bleeds
really
into
win
it.
big games, win back to back or multiple games. Like that's why they're good but not good enough almost every year when he's healthy. Like
Yeah.
But or it might just be the division they're playing is a very good division. Who knows? But
They play a
Yeah.
team that I know of that's pretty good.
Yeah.
2 times a year.
yeah, it hurts. There's probably 4 games a year where it's an instant like 50-50.
Yeah.
You know. So, but I what I do like is them holding on to Kyler to continue to see what they have in McBride, and then when they invested in Harrison, if you had no QB over there, you wouldn't fully know what you have in Harrison. At least you have somebody to throw him the ball.
Very true.
So,
Yeah. You can't take that away. He do got an arm on him, so for sure.
unless you have an absolute better person lined up to put in place there, like I don't know. He's good enough. I will give Kyler that. Talent wise, he's good enough, but there's something there that doesn't allow him to be completely great.
Great. Yes. All right. Pick is in. Let's see what they do. Number 16, pick 16 of the draft round 1. It'd be so funny when they say like the pick is in and then it takes like 2 more minutes for them to say it.
Oh,
Like, guys, like
it's all for the freaking
for the show.
the show.
Mel Kiper needs his screen time.
I need to see. I need to see another trade, though. I'm gonna be honest.
Mhm. That would almost be the Seattle thing to do too. Trade their first round pick.
Somebody's got to want to move up somewhere. Like shit.
Mhm.
The only team that's moved up is Jacksonville. Come on now. I know, like
If they go Matthew Golden, bro, I fucking called that one too. I don't
That's
know.
a good pick too.
I don't know if I like that.
I like
I
that
don't know
pick
if I
too,
like
though,
that.
because you got Marvin Harrison on the opposite side. You got Trey Brown in the inside, and then throw Golden out there as well too. That's actually really nasty.
They're going defense.
I like that.
I gotta let Scrappy out. My
Mhm.
dog, fellas. Give me a second.
Because Patrick Peterson just retired this year too, right? If I'm not mistaken. So
Pat-
they almost
over there.
was that.
He wasn't over there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He left. He left a few years ago. Oh, Nolan. Okay.
Ew!
That's ugly.
My God, why are you grabbing the third defensive tackle?
Yuck.
Somebody grabbed Grant already.
Yuck.
Oh. Okay. Well, you can think trenches all you want. I think we've got some mistakes being made here, folks. And some of these good teams on the back end are going to get some talent, okay?
Yep.
Hey, but I'll take it because Seattle, baby. We're right there ticking.
They're going defense, huh?
Cincy
Dude.
or Seattle?
Cincy, Seattle, freaking Broncos, Pittsburgh, Chargers, Green Bay. All of them are going to be able to up their antes.
Is all this talent is slipping,
So much.
and you know who has pick 32, and you know who's going to end up being a fucking Pro Bowler?
Who?
Whoever ends up going to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Fuck.
true.
God damn it!
I have them grabbing Pierce Jr., Joe.
Not mad at it. Not
But it's also because all the other DNs are gone prior to. But
and they did lose a little bit, Sweat, but then I thought they brought somebody in.
Yeah, this is the draft of the linemen, huh?
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, it is. This is actually a really good draft for defensive tackles.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not mad at the Cardinals pick, but they needed something on that defense.
That's for sure. That's for
did
sure.
did somebody realize that Grant came out of Michigan? That's the second defensive tackle for Michigan.
Yeah.
Got drafted within the top 15. That's gross.
That's their bread and butter, that and running the ball.
What do you guys think Cincy does here? Tackle.
Cincy.
They're going offensive line, probably.
Yeah, that's tough.
Bray Zabel, you are a Cincinnati Bengal.
I see
They
kind of.
they don't do small school guys though.
Yeah.
Well, if they want Joe Burrow to be healthy, they will.
They'll go with the tackle out of Ohio State, if anything.
Or they should go cornerback. Barrett.
Trey, I know you got him going down a little bit, but I'm gonna put Pierce for the Bengals.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Pierce for the Bengals.
Not at that. They need some help on their defense.
Keep Joey B off the field for a little bit. You dig?
Yeah. Interesting.
Pick us in.
Oh boy. We are just moments away, folks.
Commanders. I don't think they trade out. Maybe they do.
No.
Maybe they trade Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can see the Commanders trying to go for a receiver.
Yeah, get
maybe-
him some weapons. Get that man some
Ohio
weapons.
State. Wouldn't be mad at that.
Ooh, Ibuka.
Continue the right. Because and why not? Why not trade to a team like Cleveland wants to get back into the first? Assuming
Yeah.
Shador slips past the Steelers, like
Yep.
Cleveland trading back into the first round. Why not?
Yep.
And that way, Commanders get the second pick of the second round, and then they can go ahead and get their player there, which hopefully can be a receiver. Because
There's gonna be a lot of receivers in the second round. I feel like this
Yeah.
is actually a
Luther
heavy.
Burden is also a fucking dog. I don't know.
Yeah, this draft is heavy in receivers, and
But they're not.
it-
They're not like Mike
not
Evans.
superstars.
Yeah. But they'll
but they're
be
nice
all right.
role players.
Ibu-
That you really need.
I like Mbuke.
Oh yeah, Buka's hard. He's one of my
Egbuka.
favorite.
Imeke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's dope. Cam
filthy.
Ward. Yep, that should be fun. Kelvin Banks, James Pierce. Yeah, I'm surprised Will Johnson hasn't been picked. And then Barron
Yeah,
from
dude, he's
Texas.
slipping. Come on, Bengals, choose so we can see what the Seahawks do. Come on now.
And Starks too, man. Oh,
Yeah, Starks is still there.
Mike Green. Damn.
There's a lot of slippage this draft. It's
Yeah.
slippery.
Texas A&M pass rusher Shamar Stewart.
That's who went.
They needed him.
Dang.
Sorry. I accidentally looked down at my
it's
phone.
okay. Dang. Okay, so they're really sleeping on. Oh boy, they're really sleeping on him. Will
Pierce?
Johnson.
Oh,
Yeah,
Will Johnson?
Will Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see Tampa Bay going after him.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay for sure.
Seattle, please. Seattle likes their cornerbacks. I don't know if that's a Pete thing or a John Schneider thing, but we're about to find out right now.
Pencil in Hampton at 20, Shador at 21, 22. I don't know. 22 is tricky.
Pick is
I
in.
don't think they go receiver. Yeah.
Yep.
They do. They go defense, Trey.
They have to.
Cross
What's
those
up?
fingers.
We're talking.
What the fucking Seahawks end up trading?
That's what we were saying.
What was
yeah.
Schefter just saying?
Talking about they're gonna they take an edge. Yeah.
Ooh. How
They need
about
it. They
them
need it.
apples?
They need a defensive lineman.
I like that.
Yep. Solid pick. Solid. pick.
So my question is, why do you take though Shamar Stewart over James Pierce? Do you think that's the right move? What do you guys think about that one?
Yeah, I mean, Shamar was rated way higher after that combine. So.
Yeah. The combine probably is what did it. And I
Combine upped him
something
up.
came out about Pierce, I think, and that's why he started to slip. I don't remember. He probably will go to the fucking Eagles.
You think he'll drop that far?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a dog. Shamar Stewart, huh? 11 sacks or forced losses. Okay. 65 tackles in career. He gets active.
No, so his problem was he had no production, but he balled out at the combine. Like over the last 10 years, only Myles Garrett had a better combine at that position.
Was he the one? Yeah, he's the one that ran that 4.5 at that weight. It's crazy.
And his measurables mixed with the combine are identical to Myles Garrett. But I mean,
Oh.
Does he play with the same motor? Probably not. Or he's getting double, triple teamed, and they're not pointing it out.
Good pick though, Bengals. Need some help
See
on
what
the defense
Seattle
side.
does.
You're gonna see a trade. You're gonna see a trade, a cornerback, or a lineman.
I'm gonna sit here like this until they pick. I need them to surprise me. I always
Matt,
feel like
You look like you're in a Foot Locker uniform at that angle.
Oh, it does. That's funny. Like I said, I'm keyed in, locked in on Gray Zabel right here. If they don't pick him, it's going to be a letdown from an offensive lineman standpoint. If they grab a safety, if they grab Will Johnson, whatever. I don't care if they grab any other position or any other player, but if they grab a lineman and it's not Gray Zabel, I'm going to be upset.
They're taking a while. What's going on?
Fielding offers.
I know, dude. They do this every year.
Always fielding offers.
Oh my gosh. You know how like how much that sucks as a Seattle fan? You get so excited. Oh, they're about to draft. Your picks have been traded. Come on, bro. It's like taking a present away from a kid on Christmas. Like,
see,
yeah.
But what you don't understand is that extra third round pick.
I know.
Third round pick becomes Derek Hall, who just got 10 sacks last year.
It's strategy, but it's as a fan, shoot, I'm trying to see who comes out the first round, maybe. You know? But yeah, it's a strategic move. Okay, next one. 2-1. Get it together, Cade.
Yeah, come on, Detroit. No, this is
great. We didn't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say this is Detroit's, of course, learning lesson year, much like OKC when they first made the playoffs with honestly both teams, the Durant era and then the Shai era. Shea.
Yeah. Pick us in.
Who are we going with? Oh boy.
Come on, John.
Don't spoil it.
Offensive
line,
on, probably.
John. Yeah. Offensive line, defensive line, cornerback, or trade.
Gray Zabel, baby.
Come on.
Don't ruin it, Joe. Don't ruin it.
Nick Imanori, Will Johnson, Gray Zabel. I'd take Matthew Golden here. I think they're probably stoked if they are able to grab a Matthew Golden here.
They do need an extra. No, they got Cooper Kupp.
John's happy as shit.
Yeah, he looks pumped.
He's
Who'd he
pumped.
select?
What do they do?
I know their guy slipped to them. I know because most of those guys.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, JD.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, guys.
Thank goodness.
I like it, but I want someone flashy.
No, I know, but this is nice. I'm telling you.
Give the audience a little bit of a study of Mr. Greg.
There's an lineman like this every year where they get overlooked. Maybe they're a 4-year starter, they're a small school guy, but they're an easy first, second round talent, and they'll slip a little bit compared to where they should have maybe gone. Yeah. Normally that's him, but he just went 18. That's not slipping. That's a good, healthy pick for him. But he's a guard.
We need a line. We
need a guard like nobody's business. So, and he's one of those like you plug him in right away, instant starter. I'm not going to go crazy and say like Hall of Fame, anything like that. But he's the Jackson Powers Johnson from a year or two ago that went to the Raiders from Oregon, center. He was a center where it was just like, okay, it's just a center, but he was like the best center coming out, good, and sometimes that does it for a team. Like Ryan Kelly, when they built up their offensive line in Indy, Ryan Kelly and Taylor Decker and Quentin Nelson, they just had people set there that, again, not every single one of them is a world beater, but they have they're good. You know, they're solid starters. And
Again, not the sexy pick, but it is the most strategic and efficient.
they have
This is where we get some trades, boys.
Right
is there
down in
about
this
is there
section.
Tampa Bay is a couple QB needy teams could be making some calls right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
Oh,
Like
about
I was telling
it-
Tay when you were gone, if he makes it past Pittsburgh, you know, like right now, Cleveland should be calling Tampa Bay right now, and trying to trade up with them, see what they can do. Use that first that they just acquired from the Jags to go get Shador. Why not? Before Pittsburgh does, and then Pittsburgh goes and gets fucking Aaron Rodgers. Or I was telling Tay, I believe the Commanders will end up trading back as well to one of these teams that need a quarterback. Like the Giants. What the Giants? Yeah,
Giants
probably.
talking about trading Brees Hall, huh?
The Jets.
Or sorry, the Jets. Yeah, the Jets were talking about trading Brees Hall. What do you
That'd
guys
be
think about that?
interesting. I don't know why, unless they were,
I think that
unless
would
they
be
would have
dumb.
took Genty, or
Yeah.
unless Genty would have fell to them. I guess the Buccaneers are picking. Pick is in. Pick is in.
Joe, you said you could see Tampa taking Will.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. They definitely need some help on the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they wanted to go the Starks out of Georgia to pair him with Winfield, just lock that up for
Okay.
the next 4 years.
Okay.
Vita Vea is also getting a little bit older, but their defensive line is pretty all right. They got Hassan Reddick in the free agency. They lost Joe from UW.
Yep.
Joe Tyrone.
Yep.
And I think they still have a couple other players that they like. Brought back Levante David, but
Yes.
definitely lost some corners. So need a little
Build
bit
that
of help
defense
on that
back up.
end. Offense is pretty solid. You got Baker, McMillan, Evans, Godwin, Bucky Irving, Rashad White.
Bucky too. That's a good pick. I like
Yeah.
Bucky. I had him on my fantasy. Then we're gonna really see what Pittsburgh's doing in these next few picks.
I think Pittsburgh stands pat because, like we've predicted, Hampton has to go to fucking Denver.
Yeah. Hampton's nice in Denver, and they definitely need a running game. So yeah, I could definitely see him there. And yeah, Tampa Bay already has Bucky, so they would not draft a running back.
Fuck, man. Oh! And all signs are pointing to Shador in Cleveland, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
looking
second
like that.
Or not Cleveland, Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Like
Pittsburgh, yes.
when he was saying, when he got asked who's the best quarterback in the NFL or whatever, he was
Yeah.
like whoever's throwing to DK Metcalf and George Pickens.
Hey.
Like what were you talking?
And
about?
I guess they were saying him and Mike Tomlin, like Mike Tomlin really likes him,
Yeah.
so despite I guess there was rumors going out that he didn't, but no, they say that, yeah, Mike Tomlin's a huge fan of Shador. But can you imagine that locker room, dude? Like just Russell Wilson, Jameis Crablegs Winston, and Shador all in the same locker room. Could you just
So-
imagine that?
The question also
What are they doing?
Oh, don't say it, Joe.
the question becomes too, if Shador goes 21, who moves back up into the first round for Dart,
Yeah, that's true too.
and who gets, like, who's willing to move out of the first round?
Cleveland, New York. Cleveland.
who's wi-
I think Cleveland's the Commanders.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Yeah, and then I think that Commanders. Why not trade back? You trade with Cleveland or the Giants, you get their second pick or second round pick. So you're picking like second or third in tomorrow's second round. Get yourself a receiver. Looks like I can see maybe, I don't know. Like if you're, the Yeah, because I'm just looking at the Bills probably can go ahead and get Matthew Golden. Don't let the Chiefs get him. I'll be fucking irritated.
Yeah. Oh man, that pissed me off.
And there's still some solid. I can't believe.
Bucks, you seen the pick?
Yeah, this pick's crazy.
Gilly's over at Dion.
Hey, with the big hat. You see that?
Yeah. Jade Barron.
Ooh, okay, Abuka.
Yeah, why?
It's not what they needed though. Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
'Cause they got Godwin.
Godwin keep getting hurt, and Evans is old, so you needed something. But wait, they have McMillan.
Yeah, they have McMillan.
Yeah, that's really interesting. This draft is so weird, brother.
Yeah, it's very weird. But Ibuka's nice. I like him. One of my favorite receivers out of the draft. I think this is the first receiver, right, to go? Am I mistaken?
You have too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe with the loss of Rashad White, they're going to play more 4 receiver sets, but I just don't know why.
Like
Okay,
McMillan
yeah.
balled out, unless that was fluky. Godwin, is Godwin not set to be back right away, and then they're not hoping on it, or we're gonna rush him? Like either way, like are you just gonna cut him eventually, and then don't plan on Mike playing for more than 1 or 2 more years? So you're just looking for the future. What? I don't get it.
I think they just love their receivers.
I hate it in the short term. I like it in the long term.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yeah, like
we hate it
Wait,
because it's like
yeah.
instant impact. That's what a first round pick should be. A first round pick should be like instant impact player. So maybe not when you get kind of towards these end of the first round in this specific draft class, but I just I don't know why. I don't know. Not the biggest fan of it.
If he has any of the success of the prior Ohio State wide receivers,
True.
he'll be a
Wide receiver, you.
Is it?
Hey,
I think
the man-
LSU took that title.
But
It's hard,
the man
brother.
is a champion. The man is a champion, and it is very hard though too, because Ohio State be putting
Okay.
out some dogs.
Kurt,
No,
I'm gonna run a scenario. by you
Alabama's
guys.
in
I'm
that
running a
combo as
scenario by
well.
you guys. What if Denver trades this pick to Cleveland or the Giants?
Okay,
They jump Pittsburgh and they end up taking Shador.
I like that. I would
Because the
definitely like the
Broncos feel
Giants
like
do that.
Their guy
Yeah.
got took, or Hampton can. Because looking at the board, I don't think Hampton goes to any of these teams. Maybe the Vikings, but outside of that, yeah, like I could see him slip into maybe the second round unless the Eagles decide to take him. Like, fuck, damn.
Yeah,
Mm.
that would be
You know,
nuts.
Yeah,
they're
that's
probably gonna go
interesting.
defense. So, but what do you guys think about that? What if that happens? Do you see it
I like
happening?
that.
Is it
I like that.
realistic?
Yeah, it
think
almost
so.
it looks like Hampton's almost a foregone conclusion as a second round pick, unless the Chiefs like just decided fuck it.
Right, but I can see them doing Matthew Golden, unless the
Right.
Bills get him. I think the Bills can go
Matthew
get Golden
Golden,
too.
yeah.
They didn't bring back Cooper.
The Bills would do some like that too.
Mm-hmm.
They need it though, technically. Like they don't.
Yeah.
And
And that's what I was saying. Or the Commanders. So my theory is, now this is just freestyling. If the Giants get back into the first round in front of the Steelers and take Shador, I think the Commanders will end up staying, and then they will get one of these speedster receivers, Luther Burden, Matthew
Yeah.
Golden, and I think, and then the Bills will probably receiver as well, unless Starks is there. God, that's a bill.
Starks, yeah, he's slipping.
Hill.
You know, that's a bill. Or the Vikings with Starks because they lost Bynum. Harrison Smith's a little bit older. I don't know. This draft is fucking crazy. You know, we just saw
We can't even
a
predict
team that didn't
it.
need a receiver just draft one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We just gotta wait and see approach.
We got Clippers versus Nuggets. You guys watching that series
Give
so
us
far?
an update. Yeah, that one's Kawhi, man. Kawhi's been doing his thing.
Kawhi's a
Look
fucking dog.
Toronto Kawhi. I like it.
Yeah.
In his bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're still fielding calls. but they probably will end up picking because nothing really. Sean Payton's probably trying to get all the picks.
Yeah.
Since you're going to get your quarterback, you're going to give me that first next year and then your second this year. Like what?
If they wouldn't have traded their whole entire future away for Travis Hunter, if they would have been able to land Hunter at 5.
They didn't trade their entire future for
Well,
Travis Hunter. They got picks from Jacksonville. They got the first round next year that they actually don't have because they trade a lot for Deshaun Watson.
No, I was talking
Jaguars.
I was talking about the Jaguars or whoever was to have drafted Hunter. If they then if Shedeur was slipping like that, if they then traded back into the first and grabbed Shedeur, that'd have been pretty cool. I don't know that the Jags can now do that unless it involved Trevor.
What would that? Pick is in. Broncos are picking. Wow.
Don't say it.
It's not Omarion Hampton.
Yeah. Joe, are you
They're going to be a problem.
They grabbed Will Johnson.
No.
No?
They're even better.
Oh,
Joe, do you have the direct line to Ian Rappaport? Or
No.
I'm trying to figure out how you are way ahead of us.
Bro, fuck the free agency. Joe was over here just so-and-so signed a 4-year, $65 million. And my update would come up an hour later on my phone.
Yeah.
Bro, I broke the Luka Doncic AD trade to when I was playing the game with the homies and shit. And they were cussing me out, bro. Nipsey, massive Lakers fan, was shut the fuck up. I was like, bro, I swear. And I didn't believe it at first either. I was like, this guy. I was like, no, it's coming from Shams, But
yeah,
that's how everybody was, though,
They win Jade. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Who they go? I'm still behind,
dude.
Jade Barron.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a great pick for them. Pat Surtain and Barron and Riley Moss.
Yeah, you get a slide Riley into the slot.
You get a true
lockdown corners.
Yeah. Well, he's versatile, Barron.
Yeah.
Pretty good in zone. So maybe they just that's what they probably are going to scheme. Pat Surtain just follows the best receiver, and then they just play zone with the rest of them. Be pretty interesting.
That makes sense. Yeah,
because that's what he graded pretty high in, I believe, right? Yeah. As a natural zone defender with excellent instincts and anticipation, he's a starting caliber pro at safety, wide corner, or nickel defender. Sometimes as all three in the same game. That's what our friends over at PFF said about him. Graded him at a 97 or a 90, third among corners. But it fits probably exactly what Sean Payton wants to do over there.
For sure. It's a Sean Payton pick.
The Hampton was a Sean Payton pick.
Yes,
yeah, for sure. All right, Pittsburgh. We ready for this one? Who are they going?
Well, again, if Rodgers isn't going to sign, or even if Rodgers signs, I grab Shedeur.
You gotta go Shedeur, yeah. Gotta go Shedeur.
Like you say, for the glitz, the glam.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's hard for them to be. Yeah, there's no way they don't go Shedeur here.
It wouldn't make any sense.
They should almost go Will Johnson.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. You also hear that George Pickens unfollowed the Steelers IG page.
Oh dear. Well, he'll be
Yeah.
moved. He'll be moved tomorrow. Don't worry. Especially when they double down and grab Matthew Golden right here.
Oh,
You think?
And there's only a handful of players that make sense for some of these teams. Like they're a team that always grabs a receiver. So it's very possible if they think that Golden has slipped too far, and him and DK could be a problem going forward. Pickens is already on his way out. They're going to trade him tomorrow for third round pick, fourth round pick.
All eyes on Shador right now, man.
mm-hmm.
And especially if you're bringing Rodgers in, you don't have to go Shador. But like I said, it would be smart to go Shador even if you do bring Rodgers in.
For sure. Wouldn't it be wild if they pass on him here, though, too? They look like they're smiling, so.
Yeah, he's filming, so
Yeah, they're going there.
Shador?
I think so. They're looking awfully happy. Achilles hat, bro.
What if they did the slip on purpose so that he landed where he wanted to go?
Uh-huh. Created the hype.
Jackson Dart.
Ooh.
Pick is in, Steelers. What are you doing?
Watch him just fucking. What do you? What if they don't do Shador? They have to. No, I don't know. They have to. Shamar. Oh no. I don't know. Don't you think we would have seen him by now?
Yeah.
Trying to keep it suspicious. Don't be.
Steelers.
Who we going with? Wave those yellow flags.
Bro.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
Bro.
Know what? No. Joey creates this intrigue before everything.
Yes.
I like it, but I don't like it.
Oh, no, that's ugly.
Mel Kiper, get off. Get off. Oh my gosh.
That's ugly.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, Shador.
Boom. I think you're gonna see. If I'm the Chargers, or if I'm the Rams, I'm trading out. If I'm the Commanders, I'm trading out. If I'm the Bills, I'm trading out. Somebody's getting Shador at the end of the last 6 picks.
You know what? I very homey here, but the Seahawks have 2 seconds and 2/3. What if they felt the need to move up for him? They have the capital, at least, to make sense to do so. Is all I'm getting at.
Bro,
And you let
Patriot, please get Hampton tomorrow if he fucking falls to you. Please.
Oh, they need that.
Gosh, please.
Definitely. I mean, they got Ramondre. I like Ramondre.
You guys
he's
just
not a Vrabel
drafted.
guy.
You just drafted the 5th defensive tackle of the first round. How does it feel?
It is a pretty heavy defensive tackle draft class, though.
Yeah,
That is like one of the good things about this draft class.
this draft is the linemen on both sides, offensive and defensive. Draft
just
of the
feel like
linemen.
I feel like the difference making defensive linemen
Dogs are going crazy. I'll be right back, fellas.
they don't happen like that. You know, like
Yeah, you only have those rare picks, right?
only 2 of these defensive tackles out of these 5 so far are going to pan out, and one of them is most likely Mason Graham, especially with the situation.
Like, name some right now, like in the NFL. We got Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett.
Defensive tackles. You got Quentin Williams.
Yep.
You've got Dexter Lawrence, who on the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 5 to 7 like solid DTs, but then outside of that, like they're just
Yeah.
good
They're just
players.
DTs.
Good,
They're great
good players.
they're not going to impact your game. You know what
But
I
like
mean? Like
difference maker, you got Chris Jones. You know, there's like I can name probably another 3 to 5.
Miles Garrett.
He's a
Mhm.
DN.
Oh, but I mean the whole line.
Oh, line.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
edge is a different story. I'm talking DT. How much a DT?
Oh, you're
like,
talking the inside pluggers.
the pluggers. Like when you're picking the 5th DT, I don't care if he was first on your board. He's
Yeah.
the 5th defensive tackle taken in this first round.
Yes.
There is
yes.
better value on those other spots,
100%. Yeah.
in my opinion. Like, I don't know.
It's a weird draft. It is a weird draft.
I guess the way you look at it too, though, is like if you need that so bad, in your opinion, and like they're running out at that point where you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I still believe this guy's like a first round talent. Anything after, I don't even want to pick in the second round. So, like if 4 of them are gone and you need to make sure you get one of the 5 that you liked, then yeah, I get why they do it, but it's still just ugly to me.
And like for that position, it's like, what's stopping you from going in the free agency and grabbing someone that's been doing it? You know what I mean? Like for that position, I feel like it's easier to just go do that. You know,
I'm telling you, there was an offensive defensive lineman or a wide receiver that went in the back end of the first round the year that DK Metcalf went in the second, or a year that Buda Baker went in early on.
yes.
And it's like, why did those players just not get picked to a secondary needy team?
Yes.
Like, it just makes no sense why you pass up on them to grab something else. Like,
yeah,
whatever.
I agree with you.
What do you guys think Chargers do right here?
Chargers, I think they'd go defense too.
Pierce?
I'm gonna say
Mike Green.
I'm gonna say Pierce. I'll go Pierce.
The only tie that Mr. Harbaugh has left here seems to be Mr. Will
You got to
Johnson.
fix your audio, Dre.
I just did. Can you hear me now? Okay. I feel like they go Will Johnson.
I like it. I wouldn't be mad with Will Johnson too. He's nice. Will Johnson slipped a lot too.
Yeah.
Very far.
Levelin's not there. None of his DTs are there.
Mm-hmm. They need some help defensively. No doubt.
No diggity. I'm trying to bag it up. I like the way she worked there. Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a Mecca. No, so I'm trying to think of who else is left. You got Golden, Jalen Knoll, Higgins, and Luther Burden, I think, left for receivers that could sneak in to the first and early second.
No trades. Maybe they're shopping their pick.
Yeah. Seemed like he was on the phone trying to hustle. Lad McConkey. He had a hell of a season, huh?
They
Yeah,
should
they
go
signed
Hampton
Najee.
here too,
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. That'd be pretty good.
even with Najee.
But they probably go they need defense. Because they didn't bring back Asante Samuel.
That's right.
Then Will Johnson really makes sense.
Yeah.
Why would you not be grabbing him right now?
Will Johnson's a dog, too.
Pair him with Derwin.
He's a dog.
Come on.
Hopefully one year we might have to pull up on him at the draft. House of Sports Live
Look at
for
all
the
that
draft.
shit. Look at all those people.
For real.
Just you ain't going 22. You ain't going 23. You're not going 24. You're not going 25. You're not going 20. You might go 26. 26 wouldn't be a bad place to go.
Who the fuck is screaming, bro? Sorry, they were singing on the.
No, you're
Somebody was singing, bro.
Neither one of Shador or Dart is going in the first. If that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna pick
No,
them up really unless
not.
they trade?
It's not crazy because they're not that good yet.
So let me ask you this though.
Fourth, first round talent.
I truly, how big is the gap between Ward and these guys? Like truly.
Obviously, a pretty big one.
Not
If none of
bad.
these teams are trying to trade back into the first round, and
No,
teams are taking calls as well.
what I'm getting at is could Tennessee have made a massive mistake again
I don't
at the
think so.
QB position? The
I
last
think you
time it
gotta
was a
grab.
weak
You gotta
quarter.
grab Cam. You gotta grab Cam. I think
Mhm.
there's not a huge gap, but there's definitely a significant gap for sure.
Because I like Cam Ward, but I don't know how big the gap truly is.
Who would you have went? Abdul.
Hunter or Abdul for them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you saw how they got forcefully picked. Somebody traded up for one of the guys at 2, and the other one got forcefully picked at 3, even though they have the best defensive line in football already, pretty much. So, at least name-wise, maybe not production, but
Either Pierce or Big Will here. See what they do.
Pickers in, pickers in.
yeah, they could use a DN too. Bose is gone. Max pretty much gone. He's there, but he's not.
Yeah.
I gotta step out as soon as I hear what they get. Who'd they grab?
I still don't got it yet.
Shador Sanders.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't that be some?
Shams just tweeted Jimmy Butler has been diagnosed with a deep glute muscle contusion. His ass
Damn.
is sore.
Right in the booty.
And his game 3 status is in serious jeopardy.
Oh my gosh.
Best case because avoided any fracture or structural damage.
Yeah, he came down pretty hard, bro. Like
Yep.
I thought he was gonna be hurt. At least broke something, but
Well, he is pretty hurt. So, I think.
well, I mean, like at least like a broken tailbone or like
fuck yeah,
you
do that.
know, like
It
he
was-
came down really hard.
yeah, bro. Those hurt so bad.
Yeah. Pick is in.
Come on, Yahoo.
Damn. Fuck, that's fucked. Sorry, guys. I'm eating candy.
No, that makes sense. Let's go.
That does make sense.
That's huge. Sucks for
Go
Najee's fantasy impact, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about fucking Brian Thomas Jr. later.
My problem is you're making it easy for Herbert, but is he gonna flash? Is he just a game manager at this point?
They needed that though. Nice little someone to dump the rock off to. 1-2 punch with Najee.
The 1-2 punch, Lad, and that
Mhm.
line that's and Herbert. It's a place to start. You need a little bit of talent on the outside. Jeez.
Yeah.
Or tight end.
They'll resign Keenan Allen.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Bring the band back together.
Uh-huh. Who we got up next? Minnesota.
Green Bay.
Oh, Green Bay. Yes. Sorry, I was looking at the next.
Maybe they probably go linebacker.
Yeah, because they got Jair there. Is Jair happy though? I heard some rumblings. As
Yeah.
well.
They can go corner though.
Yeah. Walk it up. That'd be scary. Jair and Will Johnson, opposite sides. Good luck throwing on them.
Yeah, that's interesting. That Hampton pick to the Chargers is really fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just super
gl-
shocked that he didn't go to Denver.
Yeah. That
Like,
was a weird pick.
He was such a Sean Payton style player.
Yes. Fit their program.
And I don't even know if they signed anybody in the offseason. So it's like maybe day 2 they go get Judkins.
Yeah. Yeah. They had to be eyeing someone else the later
Mhm.
rounds. And then who would really be really be a Sean Payton running
Huh.
back draft? Who's that one white boy from Minnesota?
Oh, Cam Skidaboo?
That's
Arizona State?
that's a Sean Payton
Yeah.
draft pick.
He's fun.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch.
Maybe they're looking at him,
Yeah. I can see that too.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back, Dre. Welcome back.
How we doing?
I wonder where Jalen Knowles going. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good receiver to get in the second round.
Also sad we're not seeing Lacey, man, in this draft. He was a dog too. R.I.P. man.
Who?
Lacey, LSU receiver. Yeah.
Is there a pick in?
No.
How is
3
this hard?
minutes.
Green Bay, you need a receiver.
Oh, you're going receiver here, Dre?
Uh-oh. Just a little update on why Will Johnson might be slipping.
Yes.
He has a knee issue that has concerned some NFL teams and helps explain why he has still not been selected.
Oh, okay. Did that come up like in the physical or during the combine?
Probably. Eagles discussing moving up with the Packers.
Oh, wow.
Who's that flash?
They lost CJ GJ, so they're probably gonna get fucking Starks. Right? That makes
Stark.
sense. He's gonna become an all pro.
Yeah, Starks is nice. He's a bang bang.
They lost Darius Slay, but they got Adrian Mitchell, or not Adrian Mitchell, fucking the kid they drafted last year, and they got Cooper.
Cooper Mitchell.
Quinion. The Reed Blankenship at the safety, but they lost CJ GJ, so that makes sense for them if they look to lock up that defense. Don't need anything else but that, literally that spot, and maybe that's why they thought Minnesota was going to grab him. Maybe Houston would have grabbed him because Houston needs some help on that defense as well. I think they had Darnell Savage, but that's about it from what I can remember. Maybe. Yeah, I think if that does it, that's solid. Makes sense to you, fellas?
Well, come on, Philly, move up.
Makes sense.
You moving up?
Yeah, let me see some fucking trades, dude. I already had to fucking live through my team drafting a left tackle, number 4 overall. Could have drafted Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a fucking left tackle for him to break off a 40-yard run. Fucking man.
One minute. Yeah, man, there's so much talent in the later.
Packers
rounds.
are picking no trade.
Ooh.
We've only had one trade so far.
Yep, I think so.
It was all right because it was Travis Hunter to somebody playing music.
Hearing a little bit of country. in the
Yeah,
back.
Janet.
I'm excited to see where Jack Sawyer goes in the later rounds. He's gonna be nice too.
From Ohio State, yo.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we got
Matthew Golden.
To the Packers.
Wow, Dre called it. Good call.
I mean, he was slipping. Makes some sense.
No, I really expect these teams to trade out. Or why not? Why not just pick?
Go Pack, go, huh?
It's so ugly that Jacksonville picked Hunter because this is like perfect. Like it would have been perfect for the Browns, you know?
Yeah.
If Shador ends up slipping, knowing that
Yeah.
Pittsburgh wasn't gonna,
Was it gonna
hindsight.
get
It's like, the fuck are you doing?
in? It's a good little pick though.
Is it? Yeah,
I think so for Jordan Love, you know.
probably spells the end of either Watson or Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah, I think you keep Reed. Reed definitely was. He showed his gap in talent. Yeah.
Okay. Little piece on the Vikings before looks like they're next. They're on the clock at 24 and have been very open to trading down. They have the fewest picks of any team with just 4. So it could be a time for what do we think? Patriots?
Trading down. No.
Trading down, I think the Eagles maybe. But
Yeah.
this is probably where these quarterback teams need to come up.
Yeah. So who would, if the Vikings don't choose? So they got a quarterback, they got pretty good receivers, of course, in JJ and Addison. Who do you go? Who do you go with?
With what? My bad. I was.
With the Vikings.
I think you go defense. I think you lose Cam Bynum. I before I say that though, it's been a while since we let me pull this up. Free agency additions.
Starks, Imanuri.
Starks.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's a good
Starks. Yeah,
pick. It's a good pick.
they signed Rondell Moore. They signed Jeff Okudah, so that's all right for them. Yeah, so I think maybe they go Javon Hargrave, Ryan Kelly. Yeah, they beefed up the offense. Oh yeah, and just what's Jonathan Allen? They signed him. So yeah, Will Johnson. Nope, not after what we're seeing. I think wouldn't be mad at the Starks pick if I'm Minnesota, but it looks like they're trying to trade out of it. I don't know if you heard that, Dre, but they're open to trading down. They have the least amount of picks with 4.
Oh, then they need to.
Another chain, another bust down chain. Ooh,
well, if Philly was just looking to move up to 23,
Suit looks like wrapping paper.
unless it was Golden.
Oh, Golden, because he's golden. I get it.
Yeah, the G.
Now he's about to ball out though. They're
Yeah,
about to be
he's
fun
filthy.
next year. They got Tom on the offensive line, who's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Hundre.
Yeah. The right tackle, Mr. Tom. Pancakes for days.
Legend. Let's go.
Who is Minnesota?
Pick is
goal-
in for the Vikings.
All right. All right.
Already?
Yeah,
It's a little-
he's supposed to be the fastest guy in the league, and he fucking took 3 minutes to walk out.
Golden, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm already 8. After 1, we got Clippers leading Denver 35-28.
Okay, looks like the Clippers are starting to pull away, huh?
Not really.
38, they're up by 13.
Matthew
pulling.
Golden scored once every 6.1 catches over 3 years in college and once every 5 receptions in high school. So do with that info as you will, fantasy owners. Oh, and if
Don't
you guys are
forget-
watching this live, let us know in the comments below if you would love to join our fantasy football league, House of Sports Fantasy Football League
Hey.
that's coming up.
Yes, sir.
You guys said only to talk about the trades. So Eagles GM Howie Roseman is working the phones trying to trade up with several top players still available. So it looks like he's trying to trade up to get star. What do you think? Defense, right? It has to be.
Yeah,
they literally don't
defense.
need anything else. Just
They
except-
love their defense too.
but they probably think that maybe the Bills are going to end up taking Starks if he's there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they would trade up to get Starks. Nice little safety in the backfield, you know.
Right.
They'd be set. They'd be
But
set.
even the Rams, the Rams can use safety.
Rams too. Yeah.
But the Will Johnson shit's probably going to end up making him slip into the.
Yeah, second round. Unfortunately. But I mean, that's a good pick though. If he actually, I mean, he could be injured, right, and turn it around. So, if he actually comes back strong, from that knee injury, or it's not as serious, team's gonna get pretty blessed with that pick.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Just that risk.
Maybe they go and maybe the Commanders get Luther Burden.
Uh huh. All right,
I just
Vikings.
think, I think if you're the Commanders, you've already invested so much into the defense.
Yes.
An extra receiver wouldn't be bad, unless you feel like you can trade out. You want a hot take? He's going to be the best receiver out of the draft.
I think so too. Yeah. He's nice.
Who?
Matthew
Golden.
Golden.
I mean, it is a hot take, but it isn't. He was being flirted to go higher than Mr. McMillan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Just
in the
strong.
draft with Travis Hunter too, and I mean,
And even
obviously
Ibuka went above him too.
Ibuka was a that was I feel like goes back to our earlier conversation about
Yeah.
what their specific big board looked like.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because like, why not? If you're Tampa Bay, you don't have a dude that can take the top off. Why not go after Golden?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do we know, right?
Very true. Makes no sense.
Very true. Makes no sense, but neither does the fucking NFL. Uh-oh. Here we go, boys. Giants are trading.
Oh.
The Rams are trading, and the Giants are on the clock. What? Wait, what?
How? Who didn't the Texans have to pick somebody?
Giants are what the? Not the tech. Yeah.
Oh, the Vikings traded it.
No.
The Vikings trade. No, Vikings are picking, right?
Mm-hmm. Giants
Yeah.
are trading back up into the first round. The Rams are trading.
Oh, they're just doing it ahead of time. Okay. I see.
Shador is going to the Giants, baby.
Interesting.
Another guard.
We called it though. We called it at we said the Rams was the team to keep an eye on and trading back, or the Commanders, and the Rams ended up doing it. We're getting pretty good at this thing, boys. Getting
Donovan
pretty good.
Jackson, guard.
Yeah, another guard.
Well,
Another lineman.
They did end up losing their center and their left
Christian.
tackle, but they also spent a lot of money on the center and the guard position in the free agency. So
Especially once too, JJ is throwing the rock back there, make it a little bit more
Man.
comfortable too. Big
John
dude.
Morant, Giants now on the clock. What's going on here? Texans trade. Okay, the Texans end up trading the Giants.
Oh,
Texans traded with the Giants. I was gonna say that makes sense.
that makes sense.
They need to build draft capital after trading up for
So
Will Anderson.
Shador is going right here.
What if it's fucking?
Jackson Dart. Shador.
Oh my
Or
god!
Starks.
Oh, dude, I'd fucking.
You know what's crazy
End the
work? It
streak.
could be Starks, bro. Like they need help on their back end.
What are
so
you
bad.
talking about?
That would be crazy.
That would.
They have
yeah, no,
Jamison Russell, brother. Like they don't need a quarterback that bad.
They need.
The suspense. Chat, who you guys got going? Who you guys got going, New York?
Watch
Is
it
it
be one of the
Shador?
safeties or Will Johnson. It
I
wasn't
don't
even-
think, bro. I don't think it's gonna be fucking Shador.
Really? Oh, I like the NFL.
Body
draft.
language was off.
Oh no!
Jackson Dart looks happy.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh my gosh!
Gable.
Oh my gosh! Oh, breaking news! Oh no! We
Don't
called
say
it in the draft process, though, Dre. The gap between Jackson Dart and Shador is closer than the gap between Cam Ward and the rest of them. Oh my goodness! I am sorry. I have to spoil it. Jackson
No.
Dart to the New York Giants.
No
Oh.
way!
My gosh.
Instant reactions. What the fuck is going on, guys?
Wow.
We're not getting monetized for this stream at all either. So let it fucking fly, boys.
That's just crazy.
Wow. Wow.
I'm
Like you say,
speechless.
just the speculative aspect of Shador. Why are we not grabbing him? Is he really not that good?
Yeah,
Like
I mean, his
it doesn't
jersey
make-
got retired at Colorado.
he's. I think he's better than Jackson Dart, though. Like, oh,
Oh my!
I think this goes to show that these teams aren't that high on these quarterbacks this year. Like aside from the
No.
number 1 overall pick,
no.
like
What
we
if
were
you-
about to go through
Hey.
a whole draft with only one quarterback being selected, unless the Giants. Which, by the way, who the fuck was gonna pick Jackson Dart?
Yeah,
Ahead of
why'd
you.
they move up? Why they?
You
move
could have
up?
just traded Tennessee tomorrow. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are we even talking about?
Makes no sense.
Oh
No,
no,
but-
maybe the Rams.
Ah,
The
you think
Rams
so?
could have took him for because Stafford's getting older.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as a
or
backup.
the Rams are floating trading their pick as well, and so somebody had to move ahead of them in order to grab a QB. What if the Rams move their pick and Shador goes right here?
What if the Rams take Shador?
I could see
Why
that
the
too.
fuck not? Let it fly, boys. How you feel about the Jackson Dart pick to the Giants? Are you shocked? Are you sad? Are you?
I'm shocked,
Let me
and
know.
that's so disrespectful. Like for them to move up and create that, like the drama. You know, like everybody and their mama thought Shador's
Oh.
get picked. Like, okay, this makes sense now. And then just left field, Jackson Dart. Like, I love the troll. I love
Giants,
the
Giants getting everybody blue balls.
troll. I love the troll. I
No.
love
Big blue giving big blue balls.
Dude,
Jesus.
so I'm not even gonna cap with you guys. I have to plug my mic in, to the iPad. I charged my iPad last night. It was at 100% when we started this thing. It is at 4%. I either have to go grab my charger real quick, or I'm gonna have to get off in about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
But
totally fine, brother.
whatever you feel, brother.
I'm gonna grab my charger. But just give me a moment. Sorry.
Okay.
Peace. 2 seconds.
Because I think
30
it's supposed to end 8:30. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost there. We're almost there. Thank you for hanging in with us, chat.
Thank you.
They're the biggest trolls, man. That is so fucking funny. I know Shador is like,
Well, Giants head coach. The Falcons are trading back into round 1, and they're gonna get Stark, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they go get Stark. Yeah, because they yeah,
Unless
that
they want
makes
to
the
go
most
get a
sense.
receiver, Luther Burden. Dre's missing it, but the Falcons are on the clock
Mhm.
because the Rams trade. Falcons are moving back into the first round to the Ram spot at 26.
Nice.
Breaking news. God damn, we are on top of this shit. God, oh.
Could you imagine that though? Jalen Walker and Starks, bro, in Atlanta. That'd be nasty. Like that makes the most sense, bro. They got to.
Unless they try to go get a receiver, Luther Burden from Missouri. That wouldn't be a bad pick.
Yeah, yeah.
Jackson Dart looks like a fucking loser. No hate, no hate.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like Zach Wilson 2.0. Welcome back, Dre. The Falcons are trading back into the first round. Not bad for them, though. Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart.
Yeah, it's a good draft. His mom's kind of buff.
LA traded with the Falcons.
We're just trying to fill you in when we got back. Yep. Is that Will Ferrell?
Who could they be going after?
We were just saying Starks. We're thinking
Yeah. They already got, Walker over there, Brandon Starks, chemistry already. Beef up that defense. Let's go.
unless they go. I was thinking Luther Burden the third or the second, whatever. Luther Burden from Missouri wouldn't be bad. They do need a second receiver out there because I don't know.
Mooney was getting it.
Yeah.
Or what if they even go James Pierce on the opposite side? That'd be crazy.
Wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. Regardless, they're going to get a top-notch defender. Oh, Jackson Dart and the bright lights.
Jalen Knoll.
Dude, I'm so hungry. I've yet to eat dinner. Texans trade number 5 for the 31st overalls. What else did they get for that?
A third rounder and a number 34 overall, like we probably predicted. Third rounder 99 and the 202nd overall pick.
Look at that quarterback room, man.
Pick is in for the Falcons. Falcons get first rounder number 26 and the 2025 third rounder.
I like Jackson Dart behind Russ. If Russ isn't a total ass and will train Jackson Dart, I think Jackson Dart will learn a lot from Russ. So that will be interesting. That's a good quarterback room. And he's got Jameis there too,
And Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors too to throw to. Yeah, that's a good.
Maybe they go and trade for Jamison Williams. I don't know. They got Isaiah. They got a little bit of receivers over there. Not
They
like
at least-
quality.
They played it right. Like,
Mhm.
at least they grabbed Carter and then they
Got their
QB.
quarterback.
Or a QB. I don't know about their quarterback or the guy, but
What do you mean? They're like we just talked about.
well, they moved up to get him over Shador. Yes, I'm just saying, like, he's more of just a project probably for them. I don't know.
Brian, when you were gone grabbing your charger, Schefter said Brian Dayball wanted Dart. So the
Mm.
head coach
just-
wanted him, and
Just couldn't
because
grab 3.
Dayball is actually he used to coach Josh Allen when he was like a rookie and up and coming, and so
Yep.
people say he's kind of like a QB guy. So
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say guru. I'm not gonna put that much respect.
They
Didn't
also
fucking do it with Daniel Jones, but the first year he did do it with Daniel Jones, and they made it to the playoffs.
There's also some talks too that like New York, like Shador rubbed the New York like execs and coaches and just organization the wrong way too. I guess there's a lot of like kind of agreements they had. They didn't really like pan out to see eye to eye on. So it almost makes sense. It almost makes sense.
And what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's kind of like his brash? No, I don't know, like fucking his confidence.
Cockiness? Confidence?
I would say confidence. I'm not even saying cockiness. Maybe cockiness, but I feel like everybody's kind of cocky when they're already getting $3 million in college. You know?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't really think that's just something you can put on him. I just think
Bro.
maybe it's teams are just looking to move away from the pocket kind of quarterback. They need somebody that has a little bit of athleticism or
Mhm.
something. What do you guys think?
Yeah. For one, like I want my quarterback to be that way. I want my quarterback
Wow,
to be
Tay, you were right.
There you go, Tay.
confident.
Let's go.
And
Sorry,
they
brother,
knew they
didn't
had
mean to
to
cut
move
you
it.
off, but good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Brother.
They
That's a
knew they
good
had to
one.
move ahead of those last few teams at the back end. too.
Right, because you know he
They're-
would have fucking went to Kansas City and won 6 Super
Oh
Bowls.
my
with Mahomes.
Bro,
Good
their front
shit.
line is gonna be crazy.
That's crazy work right
Oh
there.
no, Baltimore is probably going to grab him. To be honest,
That'd be a good pick in Baltimore. Yeah.
Bookended it right there.
I can see Baltimore trading back with Cleveland right now.
Uh-huh.
See if we got any trade calls, or maybe it's if you're Detroit, what do you do here? You go safety. I just think that
Yeah.
Starks is such a good talent,
He's great.
and I don't know why.
He's fallen. Yeah. Is he hurt
Well,
too?
No, it's just mainly these teams probably don't have him graded high, and they already have their situation figured out. Like
Very
when
true.
you're toward the
Yeah.
back end of the rounds, they're typically pretty good. What's up, Joe?
I was just gonna say, technically only 2 corners have even been taken, so it's not like it's like they're not going to reach for safeties too. You know, corners typically take a higher precedence there.
And then a lot of the times you got these aging corners that transition into safeties. Not as
Yes,
much these
that is
days, but back in the day, Joe Hayden, Darius Slay should have.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Devin McCourty came in a cornerback and transitioned to a safety.
Yeah, Devin McCourty. Dang, that's
6'5",
crazy.
245. That's a
What the?
perfect build.
Baltimore. What is Baltimore gonna do?
Wait, the Falcons did draft Jalen Walker.
They did. Yeah,
That's
they
what I
did.
was saying on both sides. It's gonna be crazy. That line's gonna be nuts.
Didn't they get a defensive tackle as well?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, they lost Grady Jarrett.
Yeah, they lost Grady Jarrett. Yeah.
But they traded a future first rounder to come back into the first.
Damn, really?
Yeah, you want to talk about a team that is kind of like the Saints that just does fucking shit just for the hell of it? It's the fucking Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
They just do. They make these stupid decisions all the time that just kind of leave you head scratching. And it's just,
Yeah, like I mean, sign Kirk Cousins and then go draft Penix. Like even last year, dude. Like
Right.
what?
Well, when you think about it, they can get away with not having just a first round pick next year because like their team is majority like either young people or a couple stars that are locked up on contracts. Like a few of their offensive linemen and Jesse Bates are all locked up on contracts. So it's a matter of do they re-sign like the guys like Pitts and stuff like that next year and whatnot, or do they let him walk, save the money there?
Yeah, it's a definitely make it break it year for Pitts. Like, yeah, he
he
started
did
to come
pretty
back.
good last
He
year.
showed some light last year for sure. So I'm hoping he can just continue it into this year. I'm a Pitts fan. I like the guy. So I tried to draft him on my
John
fantasy
Moran
football.
got hurt, but
Oh,
the Grizzlies are up 77-51 against the
interesting.
Thunder
Interesting.
in Memphis. Let's see if they come back.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think Baltimore they have to go deep. defensive. I think they go that. What's it? Mike Green. See what they do here, but I definitely think they go defensive line. That's one thing that kind of fucked them up last year. They got players down there, but not. They can use help, right? Michael Pierce retired, their defensive tackle.
Oh boy, they need help in their corner room as well, though.
But you're not gonna, with everything that's coming out. Why would you risk taking?
Because they're a team that can.
They don't really need corners. They got cooked probably because they weren't able to get pressure. Right?
Yeah, off the line.
Fair.
Maybe they go fucking what's his name?
I think literally Mike Green, though,
Green.
is the only graded person.
He's the only one left.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
Mike Green or how do you say this guy's name, Drake? Donovan Izuruyaku? Boston College guy.
Oh,
Edge
Oh, yeah, they
rusher.
were kind of talking about him too, but I would definitely go Mike Green. Mike Green seems a little bit more active. But I don't know, it'll be interesting.
Who they got? Kyle Hamilton. Maybe they go safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a risk.
as
Take a
far as
risk.
of Hamilton and Murph.
They got
Yeah.
Marlon Humphreys on the
Humphrey.
corner. hmm So, or they go linebacker Jahad Campbell because that's probably what they need low key. If actually no, yeah, Jihad Campbell probably fits pretty good with what they're doing.
Jihad, yeah. Linebacker?
Yeah, Jihad. I don't think that's his name. It's Jihad probably. Jihad.
Jihad, yeah.
Fucking insane.
Jihad is fucking wild, Joe.
Oh fuck. He has the mold of an all-pro player. Why not pair him up with Roquan? You lost homeboy Patrick Queen to the Steelers, and you saw it last year. Roquan Smith wasn't able to do the sideline tackles like Patrick Queen was. I
Patrick
just think
Queen's dog.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go Campbell or let's call it Starks. What say you boys?
One thing about the Ravens is they love their defense, so it's definitely going to be a defense player. I would honestly take a risk on Will, to be honest. Like, he slipped this far. Yeah, he might have an injury, but if he comes out and plays healthy, like that's a difference maker.
I mean, we just saw Abdul Carter go 3 overall with fucking injuries.
Yeah. Oh, that dude was hype.
I'm gonna go Ariante Ursary.
Okay.
They took Starks.
Did they?
Yep.
Good.
Nice pick. I like that.
Well, he'll be an All-Pro.
Yes.
Him and
100%.
Hamilton is about to be, and then maybe now you can even use them in a sub package like how the Seahawks used to use Cam Chancellor.
Oh, yeah.
Down there.
Yeah,
Because he's
That's
fucking
smart.
massive, man.
he's huge.
God, that's so Baltimore. So Baltimore. I hate it when these fucking players slip to these good teams.
Yeah.
And then, because when the Patriots were good back in the day, they would fucking be at the bottom and they would just trade out.
Yeah.
You know, but granted, it's like we don't know how great these players are. This is all just kind of like we have to see them on Sundays. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I have no doubt in my mind that he will be a Pro Bowler.
Oh, he's gonna be a Pro Bowler, and like that just makes sense in Baltimore too. Like, lay your head down, get to clapping. You know what I mean? So they
Hey,
always
yo.
have that mentality.
In
So-
Baltimore, lay your head down, get the clapping.
Yes. Ring those bells, baby. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That defense already. Ooh wee.
And you can move them around too.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, those NIL deals, man, they're all just
Iced out.
lame. Man.
Flavor Flav. I don't think I love me some draft. I feel like it's taking forever.
That's how it always is.
Yeah. Using all the clock.
Well, we're almost done. We got 3 more picks. Like Washington, like I said, Washington. At this point, no. If you're Cleveland, you're just going to draft Shedeur tomorrow, right?
I think so. Question for you fellas. Does that give him a chip on his shoulder? Does this make him play better next year?
Hopefully, maybe it humbles him.
For who?
Shedeur.
Well,
But I don't want to say it like that though, because that comes across as being hate. Like he is pretty humble. It's just
He's confident, like you said.
yeah. So maybe this is kind of like, all right, I got some work to do. Prove
Yes.
him wrong. Yeah, you're right. Chip on the shoulder.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think, Dre?
Again, I just think it all depends on if he goes to the right situation or not. So
Yeah, bro.
he can be supremely successful in the right situation, but with his attitude and everything, I feel like wrong situation, Cleveland or something, he
It'll
may
be
end
bad,
up being awful.
All right. Does
Well,
Detroit
where's he
grab
going?
Will? Does Detroit grab Will? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, like, where he.
Got to go
No,
to the Browns.
Detroit's not gonna grab Will.
No.
No, they're gonna go grab probably
They
an
should.
edge, Mike Green. They
Mike
lost.
Green.
They lost Zadarius Smith. They just chose not to re-sign him. So we'll see.
Just Aiden, how do you feel about Will? How's his knee?
Right.
Maybe because that Michigan connection.
Well, I don't know, guys. You expect me to be an All-Pro player next year? Because how's my knee? Then just draft him. Let's go.
Actually, he's an All-Pro.
Aiden
No.
Starks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malachi.
Yeah.
It's like, I bet you the fucking Eagles are trying to trade up. That's exact. I know it. I know for a fact. Not really, but
Why would they even have to?
they would have tried. That's who they were trying to trade up for. I have a firm belief because that's the only position in need that I can think of. Because, like I said, they traded away CJ GJ to the Texans. Dolphins? No, the Commanders got Laramie. Yeah, so Washington. If I'm Washington, I'm taking the phone call, see if anybody wants to come back into the first. Maybe the Saints. Because it's looking slim. Like what? Kansas City trades out? No, Kansas City's gonna take fucking Mike Green if he's still there. They like small town players, you know.
For sure.
The Bills. What? What are they gonna do here? Slim pickings. Maybe a
Bills.
linebacker. Maybe they go Campbell.
Yeah, beef up that that defense a little bit. I could see that.
They'll go Luther Burden.
What?
Who the Lions pick?
Tylik Williams.
Who?
Tylik Williams.
Never heard of him.
Ohio State defensive lineman.
Over Sawyer, huh?
Another, that's crazy.
Defensive tackle. So
Yeah,
Oh,
Sawyer.
okay.
he excels
Another
at holding the line of
DT.
scrimmage. His lack of pass rush production makes nose tackle his best projection. Likely a day 2 selection is what PFF has
He's
him graded
filthy
as.
too. This Williams though, he's a dog. He got a star under him on NCAA. He's a nice plugger. No homo. He's a nice plugger.
Yeah, that's what PFF graded him too. They didn't say that. They said he excels at holding the line of scrimmage, so he's hard to move. Like
Yes.
definitely what they need. And that's probably one of the weaknesses they had last year is the run defense.
People running up that middle, huh?
They probably and their main goal is to what? Compete with Philly. And what do they have to do? Stop
True.
Saquon Sharkley.
Very true. Yes.
Well, and that also opens up for not only Aiden on the edge, but also Jack Campbell down the middle.
Yeah, maybe they run Campbell more in the coverage though and bring Branch down. I like Branch a lot. I like Branch a lot.
Yeah, 27 tackles for loss. Nice. So who we got up? We got Washington on the board. Washington, Bills, KC, and Philly.
Yeah. So this is what we're looking at right now. In my opinion, I think Shador ends up slipping to day 2 unless we see a trade right now with
For sure.
with
Which 4 players are you thinking are getting snagged? Mike Green for sure. I think will get picked.
depends.
Will Johnson slip in?
I think Jalen Knoll to the Bills would be pretty solid.
Okay.
Him and Shakir would be good, and Coleman's all right. The Chiefs, I can see them going.
Defense.
They're probably going to go offensive line. They traded Joe Tooney.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe tackle. We'll see. I don't know. I got Philly maybe trading to somebody. Maybe the Saints that try to get ahead of Cleveland tomorrow and with the 32nd pick, the
That'd
New
be
Orleans
crazy.
Saints select Shador Sanders.
The last pick of the draft.
Or fuck it. Have the Raiders trade back up to 32 and take them.
With
Fuck it. Trade Trevor Lawrence.
I'm gonna be right back. Gam, use the bathroom.
Yep. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's been real fun. You guys have been awesome. Been chilling. It's been a crazy first round.
Crazy
I guess.
draft.
I would say. Crazy just as in surprises and just trades. And that Travis Hunter trade was crazy.
The two trades were great, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Two good trades.
And then the New York pump faking on Shador going Jackson Dart. That's interesting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the trades were awesome. And I feel like they went real deep into the offense and defensive line pool really early on. It's just weird. Maybe some of these guys aren't as talented.
Yeah. Commander's pick is in.
I might hop off here like 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops.
Well, yeah, the first round's almost over.
I was already projecting it, though. It'll be another 30 minutes plus.
Why? They already probably know what they're doing.
Each pick is like 7 minutes long, and even when the pick is in, they'll keep the pick is in thing for like 4 or 5 minutes.
Well, that's why I'm going to read them to you real quick.
He only starts to roll through them in the second and third round.
Says it's supposed to be over at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Guarantee you, they don't announce the Commander's pick until damn near 8.
Oh yeah, they're not drafting a receiver at all.
No, Debo.
Yeah, they can go get Will Johnson. Why not?
Tunsil, Debo, and Kinlaw, baby. West Side. You're on mute.
What'd I miss?
The Commanders taking Josh Connerly.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Who do they take?
Josh Connerly.
Offensive tackle, Oregon.
Oh, Josh Connerly.
Oh, okay. I like it. Protect Jaden.
Yes, sir. Well,
Can't
I mean,
be mad at that.
that's not bad at all. They didn't really. Yeah. All right, Dre, you got 8
Big
minutes.
boy too, huh? 6'4", 311. Sheesh.
Josh.
It's a good pick.
I think the Seahawks got a nice little steal at 18 there. With the way
Bills
that
on the clock. Do they end up trading? Let's see. Let's get these picks flying, though, guys. We don't need you guys to be fucking around here at picks 31 and 32. Oh, what happened with Tay? Oh, there he is.
I'm back.
What up?
Back like you never.
Where?
You see him catching the ball as a kid, playing receiver. What the heck? Oh, got some hands too. Okay.
That's funny.
Nice.
Let's see what we got here.
What's the latest, Joe Rappaport?
Latest I'm hearing is there's no trade rumors as of now. Yeah. The Commanders are just being greedy with offensive tackles.
Mm-hmm.
The kid has no idea what the fuck's going on. And yeah, still kind of shocked that what's his name? Tampa Bay doing what they did.
Ibuka, yeah.
Detroit.
These last 3 teams just get to make their teams better. It's gross.
Yeah, who you got graded? Who you got going there, Dre?
To who? To the Bills?
Yeah,
Luther Burden?
I like that. They probably go defense, knowing them.
Yeah.
Luther Burden.
There you go. So you guys called it.
No, is he? Did he? Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, I thought you were saying.
I guess Dayball already said Russ will be our starter.
Wow, nice.
That's what I was saying earlier. I don't really project these quarterbacks to be day one start. Maybe obviously Cam Ward. Wouldn't that be funny if Cam Ward got pick is in Buffalo? Come on, Dre's got a curfew. I am fucking starving though. I'm trying to. I'll spoil them now. Jordan Schultz, hurry up, brother. We need the inside scoop. Send me the tweet.
Pick is in. Come on.
Hurry the fuck up. This is like the end of the fucking fantasy football draft when everybody's just taking forever to pick a kicker. Like, let's hurry it up, guys. Turns out I don't want to be out until fucking 4 a.m. doing fantasy football shit. I guess the Bills do a good job of not leaking anything. I'm not getting any updates.
Had a stalemate here.
Yeah, they're fucking probably bringing out some Make-A-Wish kid to make the pick or whatever.
Oh my gosh,
Joey.
Joe.
Just doo-doo.
Clip that one out.
Oh fuck!
Oh my gosh, you're right, dude.
What?
You're right, bro.
Oh fuck! Oh my gosh! Oh fuck all!
Who'd they go with?
No. Do you feel worse than that?
Yep. Yep. We have a trade. The Eagles make a trade with the fucking Chiefs, all right? Oh man.
Fuck, Joe.
Joey.
Oh my, that's so bad. That's so bad.
Oh man.
Fuck me, dude.
Guys,
I'm
Joey's
so
just
sorry.
he's just like his Twitter feed tells him everything. That's all. He knew this was happening. That's all.
I don't know that, but that's insane. I did not. I fucking. Jeez. That's insane. Damn.
Okay. Kentucky cornerback.
Maxwell Harrison. He was, yeah.
So it looks like the Eagles will go ahead and take Will Johnson. It's like, or no, they'll go get. I don't know who they're gonna.
Man, you might just have to take that risk, bro. Like, oh, man, I don't know.
God. I guess maybe the fucking Chiefs were doing like you
Yeah,
get
Chiefs, like you said, tackle, right? They need tackle.
no, they traded the pick to Philly.
Oh, did they? So Eagles
Yeah.
up then right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go grab that boy Will. Go grab that boy Will.
And then Cleveland has the first pick tomorrow.
Shador.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's insane. Can we fucking make a pick already?
Out here dancing. Bust
I don't
that
know.
roll.
Like, what do you really do? Like, was Kansas City like, oh, we're about to pick who you? Hey, Philly, who you about to pick? At 32.
Exactly.
Oh, we
Why
want
do
to
you
pick
do
him. Okay,
that?
that's who we're gonna pick. You know, like, why the fuck are you trading up one spot? And what do we?
Makes no sense. It makes no
I feel
sense.
like Howie
really
Howie
doesn't.
Roseman is like, he fucking loves
Somebody-
the
no.
feeling of a trade.
So somebody was trying to probably call them to trade up to 32 to grab somebody. So they called 31 and said, no, that's who we were grabbing at 32. You Jack. So we'll move up with Kansas City right now so that there's no way you can get that guy.
Mhm.
I feel fucking terrible. Fuck that noise.
Called it.
Not in the right way. It's like the only fucking projection I've been right about all night. Gosh.
Oh,
Jeez.
that's gonna either get us viral and be really good or really bad. What they say? Bad PR is good PR.
Yep. Yep. Ain't that right? Who the
Um,
Eagles get?
real
Kansas
quick.
City seems like a nice destination for Mike Green.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
What were you gonna say, Dre?
No, I was just gonna say I think I had it pulled up. Never mind.
Oh, the Eagles take Campbell,
There we go.
Alabama
yeah,
linebacker.
That's
Excuse me.
nice.
Not bad, not bad.
They picked Campbell,
Yeah,
Solid linebacker.
Jahad Campbell. Dude, they only pick. They're like the Bengals of the NFC. They only pick like SEC players.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Come on, Kansas City. Let's get the pick in and then let's wrap it up. Cause I gotta get off this fucking thing before I say some other incriminating 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Incriminating. Say the moment.
Oh man. Thank you guys for joining us, hanging with us, having a
Yeah,
good time.
sign off now. So the moment that they make that pick on Twitter, you can tell us and we'll go.
Yep. I'm waiting for
Peace, y'all. It was a great draft.
Drew Holiday.
One. Love
Appreciate
ya.
y'all. Thanks for
joining
hanging
the
in.
live. This is our first live. We do a pod every Sunday. Check it out on the account. Follow us.
That's a dope little place.
And can you guys show us some love? Yes, like Dre said, follow us. Give us a few likes, share it. Get our name out there. You like the content, let us know. We appreciate you.
Use our clips for any content. Call us stupid. It's priceless. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Campbell's going to be a Pro Bowler as well. It just it makes itself the stories do, huh?
Nolan Smith.
Kansas City, who you gonna get? They're probably going to sign, or they're probably going to draft Luther Burden. Why not?
Luther. You guys like that guy, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I just there's only one of the few. And no, they're going to get Noel.
Jalen Noel would be better, but
Not really. They have Hollywood Brown, Rasheed Rice, and fucking.
yeah, they don't need it.
Worthy.
They're gonna
They'll
go
probably
Mike
go
Green.
off into
Mike
tackle.
Green.
Who?
Yeah,
Mike
I
Green.
like Mike Green.
Who?
Yeah, it's getting late, guys. We're normally not on it for 3 hours. I'm surprised we haven't got fucking kicked off YouTube yet. Trey, what are you doing?
The pick is in.
Joe? Who is it? KC don't leak their shit either.
Oh, we know it's coming, so I'm not gonna fucking jinx myself again. All right, we're gonna go ahead and remove you from the screen.
Yeah, I think Mike Green's the best. Seems like something they would do too.
Luther, Mike Green.
Cam Skidabo. Trey Amos.
That's who they picked?
No, I can see him doing that.
Travion Henderson?
Yeah. I said that. I was thinking about that a little earlier too. Get a nice little running back there. It'd be dangerous.
Did Josh Simmons? Did he get that?
No.
Mm-mm.
Maybe they go there. Tackle. They lost a lot of line. Wouldn't be surprised if they go that kid from Boston College as well.
Oh, Ursere. Ariante Ursere. Yeah, that's it. Tackle. Project tackle.
Do 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 do. Damn, I still can't believe the Giants decided to fuck us and go pick Jackson Dart. What the fuck?
Biggest trolls.
Word. And then the Panthers surprising us with McMillan too. We'll give them a full recap of our thoughts on Sunday's edition of Blank Space.
Yes.
All right, we get the fucking picture. Can you guys make your pick already? Eagles are using Adam Schefter, buddy, you're late. I don't need you anymore, man. Leave. Chiefs are staying at number 32, expecting offensive line help for Patrick Mahomes. Boom. So we got Josh Simmons probably, huh?
Campbell. Yep. Jihad. That's gonna be nasty. Come on, Casey. There's a cheeseburger out there for you, Andy Reid.
Yeah, that's the only I think they go Simmons from Ohio State. Why not? Close it out. Get us the fuck out of here.
Good pod though. Great
Hell yeah.
draft.
Great
Interesting
live
draft.
stream.
Wasn't really what we thought, but still
It was full of
overall,
surprises. I enjoyed it.
it
Fun
was.
first round. It's not over with. Still want to see if Jameson Williams gets moved.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
All right, Schultze, why don't you go ahead and send a tweet so I can announce it to these people and get on with their night. I gotta get some food, yo. I am so hungry.
Me too.
I'm
3.5 hours.
I'm sorry. Ready to sign off.
Speed, range, pass rush value. 6'2", 235. Big linebacker.
Making his way downtown through the tunnel. Talk to Goodell. Dum dum. Their picks in. Come on, dude.
Do 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 do.
I feel like they give way too much time. Like, why are we giving
Yeah,
32 teams 10 minutes
10
fucking-
minutes is crazy.
when they've had 3 months to fucking plan this out?
For real. 5 minutes makes sense.
Like, holy hell. Especially for these later. I mean, I guess it's just, oh, you get 10 minutes to negotiate trades. Fucking get it done the day before.
Yeah. I like that.
I really
that
don't.
pick.
What? All right. They did get Josh Simmons, offensive tackle from Ohio State.
Nice.
And that
Okay.
concludes the first round. The Kansas City Chiefs are selecting Ohio State offensive lineman Josh Simmons. Medicals were totally clean, and now Kansas City adds an elite protector at left tackle for Patrick Mahomes. So
Nice.
with that selection, that concludes our draft spectacular, I guess. What do you guys want to call it?
Spectacular. Yeah.
Yes,
Hell
yes,
yeah.
yes,
Our
yes.
Spectacular. We appreciate you guys for joining and hanging with us. And we will be back on Sunday for our Sunday pod.
Thanks
Thanks again. Thank you
Peace.
guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share, use our clips, whatever you need to do. It's priceless. Peace, guys.
Peace.